Welcome, everybody, to another edition of WD-40. This time we have a special guest, the one, the only, Draft Cowboys, Patrick Conn. How you doing today, Patrick?
Man, I'm ready for a W.
Ready for a W?
Ready for a W. I don't think we'll win, but I have a W. I want a W.
You came to the right place because that's all we get is dubs, baby.
So we're Jameis Winston in. We're going.
Well, I'm not eating the W because that was kind of weird.
Because that's weird, right?
Right.
No, that makes sense.
No, we want the dub, but we're not going to eat it.
And that will get you. That'll get you benched, as you've seen up there in Tampa Bay trying to eat a W.
Well, and it should get you benched because you can't be doing weird shit like that all the time. That's just not the way that it works.
Really weird number that he went with on that move.
So everybody is with us now. We're on Facebook. We saw a little bit of chippiness already in this game at midfield. Didn't really see what was going on there, but it looked like guys were trying to throw punches before the game even started.
It did. It looked like LP was in there.
LP was in there, and I'll tell you what, I think LP, for as awesome as he is, he might be a little bit too old for that.
No, he's got that old man strength. You
is
don't
that
wanna,
what it is?
You don't want to mess with
old men
that.
don't fight fair either. So
well, no.
That works too.
Well, you see, that's an oxymoron. There's no such thing as a fair fight.
That's
you fight to win.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you do what you got to do to pick up a victory. I don't care what it is.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'd Stone Cold Stunner my own mama if it made me being a champion.
What are you doing?
I'd Stone Cold Stunner my own mama if it made me being a champion.
That don't sound right.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I don't know why you would do that.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, dog.
Absolutely.
So what do you think is going to happen tonight? You already said that you think they're going to get a win.
We're going to get us a hot dub tonight up there in Philly. We lost the at-home streak. Well, we're going to end the losing streak tonight and on the road. We getting dubs.
All right.
Here on out.
Let's hope so. We got a big fight next week, but
who?
We got to beat Atlanta in Atlanta. The redemption game.
Who gonna beat us? Julio Jones? How many touchdowns he scored this season?
One.
Yeah, two.
One.
He scored two.
Oh, he has two now.
Yeah, he actually scored today.
Wait, he scored again today?
He scored again today.
That's two in a row. I said it. That score last week is going to open up the floodgates for Julio Jones. He's going to end the season with 10 touchdowns.
Yep.
Okay.
So what are the good folks on Phantom?
Everybody's saying what up. Everybody's getting.
Glenn Webb says Dallas wins 27-24. Where is the drunk host from last Sunday night?
Oh, the
chick. Rob, we are actually in a different location, and I never got her name, so we don't know where she's at right now. But if anybody finds her, tell her we are at Tailgate Tavern in Arlington. We are standing, actually. Two of us are standing.
Yeah,
I'm about to be standing up before it's over with.
But we are right across from AT&T Stadium. This is a great location.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a good spot. We get to see the stadium. You know, it is a road game, though.
Yeah. This place will be crazy during home games. So
absolutely.
So, how do you think this game is going to go?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they do offensively, what they can do up front. We got Xavier Ciofilo.
Yep.
I think that's how you say it.
Ciofilo, yeah.
They went with him over Adam Redmond. With the interesting thing with him is he's bigger rather than Redmond's more athletic. So obviously they're worried about, from a power standpoint, going up against Fletcher Cox. So that's going to be interesting to see that match up. That really, to me, is going to be a big key to being able to get the run game going. The thing that they have to do is they have to feed Zeke the ball, and they're going to have to feed Zeke the ball in the second half. 6 touches is not going to cut it.
He's got to have over 100-something yards, too.
Well, he had 96 yards before the half last week between catching the ball and rushing.
And what about after that?
Yeah.
About 15 yards.
Yep.
So, I mean, they went away from him. And all the reports are coming out now about Scott Linehan losing his job.
This could possibly be Scott Linehan's last game.
If they don't show something tonight.
Yeah.
Not only do they have to show something, but they have to win, in my opinion. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how they do that. Can they sustain drives? Can they get this offense flowing? And then we'll go from there and see what they're going to do. Defensively, it's going to be interesting because Golden Tate has already burned this team once, and now they got to play him 2 more times.
Yeah, I like the point that you brought up about the interior defensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a really, really strong part. They have a Haloti Nada who was good forever when he was in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's in Philadelphia, and then you obviously have Fletcher Cox, who is a monster. You have Joe Looney and Suafilo. They haven't played together yet.
Mm-hmm.
Suafilo's, he's played games, 41 games in his career in the NFL so far. But you really need them to be able to handle their business if you want to be able to run the ball. And if they can't run the ball, I don't see them even keeping the game close.
One of the keys that they're going to need to do is move the pocket.
Yeah.
If you're having issues with, especially the interior, because the best way whenever you want to disrupt a quarterback, where do you do it?
Mm-hmm.
You do it in the middle, right? So the strength of their defense comes from up the middle. So what they're going to have to do is get him out on the edges. So we're going to need to see if they can move around, move behind Zach, move behind Lyle. Tyron, if he can hold up on the left side, he has some concerns because he's looking slower this year, and a lot of that has to do with his back. So it's going to be interesting to see how they move him around. But I think Zeke's going to, honestly, they're going to have to give the ball to Zeke either on delays, because the best way to attack an aggressive defense is through screens.
They say you need to turn your mic up, Dalton.
I do?
Yeah, turn
All
your
right.
mic up, man.
See, can it work?
Can y'all hear me now?
There we go.
There
All right.
we go.
Let's try this. All right.
Y'all can hear me all right?
I hear you way better now.
All right, cool. Good stuff.
I'm predicting Amari Cooper to have a big game tonight. It's no secret I'm an offensive guy. Defense wins championships, but offense sells tickets and puts butts in seats, and that's what I'm about, putting butts in seats, baby.
If you follow me at all on Twitter at Draft Cowboys, you know that I'm a huge Texas Tech guy. What do we do at Texas Tech? We play offense, so I'm right with you, buddy. I want to see Amari Cooper. I want to see Cole Beasley. Jane Slater said before kickoff, he said if there's any player that's going to throw up the X, it's going to be Cole. So let's see if he can get a touchdown, throw up the X for his buddy.
Oh, that's Dalton's guy right there.
That is my guy. Cole Beasley is somebody who I am caping for and will continue to cape for all offseason, try to get him paid. He will probably not be a part of your 2019 Dallas Cowboys at this point. But that's just more on them not understanding the value that they have there.
Robert.
I don't really understand why they got rid of Ryan Switzer if they weren't going to pay Cole Beasley without a backup plan in place for that position.
Cedric Wilson.
If Cedric Wilson can come back and they see the value in keeping him around and not paying Cole Beasley, then I'm okay with the move because, coming out of the draft, I was very excited about that pick. I know you liked him, and my buddy that I do my podcast with Blogging the Boys, Connor Livesay, was a huge fan of him. He had a big Senior Bowl. He's a good route runner, and that's a bigger slot that you can use to match up with some of these smaller corners that you get in the nickel.
All right, Walt.
Going down the list here, Miguel says Zeke needs 25 touches tonight.
Always.
Robert got to keep Dak mobile and definitely stay with the run.
Always.
Robert also says, hell yeah, man, I think Amari will continue to get better.
Let me see what Robert said. Robert's talking 31-10. I want to hear that, Robert.
31-10 who?
Eagles.
Oof.
I don't want to see that, Robert.
I said if you listen to the Cowboys beat with me and Ari,
Yep.
I said 35-17.
Ooh, them hating numbers.
Man,
a lot of points. For some reason, I just thought it's a division game. They always try to play those division games tougher. I
Right.
said 24-20 Eagles. But if this offense doesn't get moving and the defense is out on the field too much, Carson Wentz can pick them apart.
well, in the big thing that I said, that I didn't even, like last week, I didn't think the Titans were better by 2 touchdowns.
No, absolutely not.
So.
We, the Cowboys, do not lose back-to-back consecutive games.
Well, you're going to throw that bye week in there, right?
Throw the bye week in there. That breaks it apart.
That breaks it apart. Okay. Well, that's good because they have.
We bounce back after every ill.
We got to get this one. But the crazy thing, because of all the talk, with Scott Linehan potential firing, who's going to call plays. If Dallas wins, they could potentially be a game out. Now, I don't know what Washington did if they played today.
Yes, Washington won.
They won. Okay.
They won.
Well, it doesn't matter then.
Yeah, they won a very ugly game.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter because if they had lost, I was traveling today, so I didn't get to check the score.
Yeah.
But still, Dallas has to win this game so they don't want to fall to 1-2 in the division and have any opportunity. They will get their opportunity for a rematch at Washington in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll find out, but that's going to be at home this time. Thanksgiving rivalry.
Yeah.
So that we'll see where they're at there.
I think we win the next game against Washington.
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah, Washington.
Washington. Sound like my grandmother. That's how she used to say "wash."
Yeah.
So another thing that we need to watch tonight is going to be who do they put on Amari Cooper? Because it seems like that they've really struggled. I think is it Jones is out?
Sidney Jones, I believe, is not playing.
Yeah.
They have Ronald Darby. I don't even know if Jalen Mills is playing tonight.
Do we have the inactive
I have
list?
not set.
Okay.
I can look that up right here to make sure who is playing and who is not.
All right. Well, and while you're looking that up, Walt, where do you see Dak Prescott? How do you see Dak Prescott performing tonight?
Oh, my God, Dak. I know Dak stunk it up last week, but I saw some little promise there a little bit with him and Amari Cooper. I think the reason why the Cowboys lost that game yesterday was because last Sunday was because Dak Prescott, once he throws an interception, he's flustered. And I think had he not threw the interception, he probably would have had a good game yesterday. I mean, I keep saying yesterday, Sunday.
Yeah. So, or Monday night actually. Monday night. Yeah.
It was this week.
Yeah, it was this week.
It was this week. Yeah.
The issue that we're having, I know everybody wants to just say, oh, well, Dak is trash. Dak is not doing well. Okay, we get that. The whole thing is, what can you do to help Dak Prescott? But first things first, Dak Prescott has got to help himself. He cannot turn the football over because this team is not good enough to overcome mistakes.
I agree.
Anytime that there's a penalty on a drive, it kills it.
Yes.
Anytime that, he takes a sack when he shouldn't, throw the ball away. There were several times last game where Dak scrambled out and took losses by running out of bounds. So he's really got to step up his situational awareness. Where's he at on the field? Where are the sticks at? And this is a guy that we've seen do well at running the football, on scrambles, on broken plays.
I think they need to keep Dak mobile though. Like somebody was just saying, you got to keep him mobile. This whole standing in the pocket deal, we need to let that go.
Well,
yeah, the biggest issue with that is that the man doesn't trust what he sees. And when you don't trust what you see and you don't put your phone on silent, things go wrong.
Well, the thing is, Dalton, is I wasn't getting any signal, and now all of a sudden I think I'm getting some.
Got you. So,
oh, my God. If I could turn the camera here. Queen Petty has just entered the building.
Queen Petty.
And she's been on Death Watch for I don't know how long, and now Death Watch is officially over. And, excuse me, sir, you have on Broncos gear for a Cowboys game? We need to change that. Big John is here tonight also.
How's it going? Dalton. Nice to meet you, John.
Make sure you check out their show also on Wednesdays. They do 12-pack over on DallasOnAir.com. It's a real good time over there. I think they're still drinking beer in the studio.
That's the way to do it.
Look at that. He's got his 12-pack shirt on.
Nice.
Yeah, those guys are knocking back 12-packs on here.
Yeah, speaking of that, I need more beer myself.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Oh, right now we got Ezekiel Elliott getting everybody
business
hyped up.
cards.
Oh, business cards. All right. They're showing
I'll blast that out.
So
they're showing on the screen that Ezekiel Elliott trying to get them hyped up.
So we got 12-pack here, and I did break the news on Twitter that for the ladies out there, and because of me too, I must say, gentlemen, that at Tovash 10 is going to be here in a little bit. Yeah, Tovash is going to be here. The ladies love him. He brings the crowd wherever he goes. He's excitable.
Where's the jabroni at?
Who knows? He being a jabroni.
Jabroni.
Jabroni's being a jabroni?
He's being a jabroni.
You talking about EA?
Yeah, we're talking about EA.
All right.
EA's a jabroni.
Well, you can't win them all. That's all I can tell you. You can't win them all. Okay, all my stuff is coming in.
All right, we got anybody on the
Well, I'm
chat?
glad that you have service.
Are you not getting any service?
No, I have service. My service is fine.
Okay.
How do I
My Twitter
stream
wasn't
up,
working.
so-
Let me go over here to Periscope. I'm trying to see if we're up on Periscope.
I mean, you should be on Periscope. I don't understand why you wouldn't be.
Make sure we're up.
What do you guys think is going to happen in this game today?
Oh,
people-
there he is, ladies.
Oh, speaking of Tovash,
Tovash has
he is
just
in the building.
The ladies, the women viewership just went up. Ladies, he's here. At Tovash10
How's
on
it going,
Twitter. He's excitable. Oh, you want to say something to the people?
Oh, no. Hey.
So we got Big John. We got
Get you
Queen
some
Penny.
wings. Watching the calorie intake.
No, that's not. That's not.
If you're
that's
drinking
not
beer,
Tovash.
you can't
That's
watch
not
the
Tovash,
calorie
yeah.
intake.
Vosh, are you buying drinks? Is that what is that just for ladies or? No, I'm pretty sure it'll come up here in a second. We got Tovash.
Ladies, Tovash is here. And when Tovash is here, that means you need to get here.
Yeah.
It's always a party with Tovash.
Not only that, but if you come,
Whoa.
if you come to Tailgate Tavern,
Okay.
let me finish that. If you arrive at Tailgate Tavern,
Choose your words carefully.
you can sign up to win a dinner with Mickey Spagnola.
Not Tovash. Swags know you.
You might be able to get to go to a dinner with Tovash, but that wouldn't be entering into a drawing. That would be something that you had to work for.
With Tovash, you don't.
Oh, you don't have to work with him?
No,
for-
not with Tovash. If you're hot, he's gonna take it.
Yeah,
Well, that would be working for it.
I was going to say Ray Pierce was saying the awareness comes down to coaching. So you blame that on the head football coach, the offense coordinator, or his quarterback coach?
The awareness?
Yeah.
I blame that on Dak first and foremost.
Yeah.
So Dak apparently has a really interesting relationship when it comes to the offense. Apparently he speaks to his quarterback coach,
Kellen Moore.
who then speaks to Linehan, but they don't speak to each other during the game. Do you remember when that report came out?
I do remember that report.
That's confusing to me. Because wouldn't you think that the guy calling the plays would want to be able to speak directly with the guy who is performing those plays?
Does it kind of sound like that game we used to play as kids? Where I'd say something to you, you go say something to somebody else, and it just goes around the room to see what it comes back to?
That's exactly what it
I
sounds
would like to point out that Queen Petty is wearing a Dak Prescott jersey, who it appears I thought hopped off the bandwagon last week of Mr. Prescott, but it seems like she's full. One more year. Full
One
throttle
more year.
in.
One more year, exactly.
One more
Yeah.
year. I thought we were going to get her to admit tonight that she was off the Dak Prescott bandwagon, but not tonight. She's at full. She's back in.
I like the all-white jersey, too. That looks good. Did they ever wear those, or is that just a custom jersey? Custom. I was going to say, I don't remember ever seeing those, but they
Well,
should.
She's hiding her Tony Romo jersey that she has also.
Somebody wore a Tony Romo jersey last week. The jabroni.
Yeah, we have visual footage of you in a Tony Romo jersey. I don't remember that part.
So give us your predictions on social media. What do you think is going to happen tonight? We going to get a win? I already know how you feel. I know how you feel. I want to know how you guys feel.
I don't know. The place is starting to fill up here.
Yeah, there are more people showing up. What time does the game actually start?
7:25.
7:20. See, I always mix up the Monday night and Sunday night start times.
15 and 25.
No, 05 and 25, I believe.
Okay.
7:05 is Monday night.
When you see the greatest legs in the world come on the screen, it's time for the game. and that's Miss Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
Hands down, nobody's got better legs.
I
than Carrie
thought he was.
Okay.
I thought he was talking about Aaron Jones there for a second.
No.
I thought so too, because Aaron Jones was just running in a.
Yeah, I liked him coming out of college there at UTEP. Really good guy.
Good player, and I'll tell you what, if Mike McCarthy ever figured out how to run an offense that didn't solely focus on what can Aaron Rodgers do for me today, maybe Aaron Jones could actually do something in this league besides average about 8 yards a carry.
Did you see that video of Greg Jennings?
You know what? I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
Well, if you go back and listen to it, if you find it, I want to say he was on like Rich Eisen.
I believe it was Rich Eisen.
It was a Rich Eisen show. And if you listen to him, but you exchange Mike McCarthy for Scott Linehan, it's still true.
Guys, I can confirm that we are live in Italy right now. Joe from last week from Italy.
Joe is on.
He says he is tuned in. Hey, Joe.
Joe, hopefully they put a better product down the field for you.
We got to ask Joe an important question. What time is it there right now, Joe?
Yes, that is the most important question.
Because last, what was that, Monday night when he tuned in? It was 5 in the morning?
Yes.
It was 2 or 5 in the morning, and now...
It wasn't 2 or 5. It was definitely 5 in the morning.
It was 5 in the morning? And he said that he wasn't going to stay up and watch his crap anymore. He quit on us.
Well, after the first half, there wasn't much to watch.
There wasn't. And let's talk about that a little bit. Why is there such a discrepancy between what can happen on the first couple of drives with Dak Prescott and then coming out after halftime? Because I feel like we come out slow at half every single week.
It's kind of like the beginning of the games. Now, it hadn't so much been that way this year, but before, it was the scripted plays.
Yeah.
And once Linehan ran out of scripted plays is where all the problems happen.
Yeah.
So maybe they should go to scripting the first few drives of the second half.
Well, and I don't understand why you wouldn't. You see what's happening in the first half, and I know that there are staffs out there that do it, but you need to figure out what kind of tone you want to set in the second half. Mm-hmm. And to do that, if you have that plan in place, if you have that script, if you know in certain situations this is the exact play you're going to run, and then obviously you have the ability to check out of that, but to know what you're doing when you come out, I think gives Dak Prescott an advantage because he doesn't have to think too much. He knows what he has to do.
We have it confirmed. It's 2:30 in the morning right now
in Italy.
Okay.
All right. Well, the thing with Dak Prescott and trying to get this thing going, if you go back to last week and you look, you were really talking about.
How's it going?
Hey.
We're doing a giveaway with starting. You can sign up for it for Mickey Spagnola. Swags.
Yeah.
It's going dinner with him.
Yep.
Dinner with Mickey.
Yes.
Okay. Register to win. We're going to give it away tonight before Saturday night before the Philly game.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Yeah. We've been promoting it on here already. So, thank you.
Yeah.
You heard that win the date with Swags know you.
Yeah. I think we're good there.
Yep. Yeah. So to get back to what I was saying last week, the only time that Dak Prescott had any impact.
Oh, you can keep that there.
Really
yeah, there.
drove this team. Well, one, they gave him a short field.
Yes.
The second time was they ran no huddle, hurry up offense. I think that they need to incorporate hurry up offense more. If you go back and listen to the telecast on Monday night, I mean, you could even hear Jason Witten say it. They always waited till it was too late to run that, and it drove him nuts.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something that maybe they should have took that from the critics and say, okay, maybe we need to do this more often. If Jason Witten, who was in this offense, is saying you need to do these things, you might want to listen.
Yeah, and another big issue I believe that they have is they need to run more play action. When you have a running back of Ezekiel Elliott's caliber, that's going to, no matter what, force these linebackers to at least about it. If they don't immediately read their keys, they leave holes over the middle behind them open. But this team, for whatever reason, doesn't explore the middle of the field whatsoever. And it absolutely blows my mind that a quarterback with the anticipation issues that Dak Prescott has is out here consistently trying to throw the ball outside of the numbers when you could be attacking the middle of the field behind linebackers off of quick play action.
Yeah, and you have one of the best slot wide receivers in the league.
Yes.
And Cole Beasley, who's a mismatch waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
They need to take advantage. Do not wait until the fourth quarter to get him involved. And don't force Amari Cooper.
Yes, absolutely.
And it goes back to what they did last week. I know a lot of people were mad because, will y'all get on Dak Prescott when he doesn't throw with anticipation, but when he tries, you get mad at him. No, what I got mad at was the fact that he threw it off his back foot into double coverage where the guy was behind him.
Okay, so Joe Trenchia says, I have a feeling this is Jason Garrett's last game if we get blown out. I got news for you, Joe. My guy ain't going nowhere. We're here for the long haul. Right now, Mr. Scott Linehan has been put on notice for his actions out there. He's going to be next to go.
Yes. And that report came out this morning from Ian Rappaport of NFL Network. They came out and said straight up that they discussed Scott Linehan firing over the bye week.
Yep.
The people that I've talked to told me it was actually Tuesday night. It could be just they were talking about it. Now it's really starting to heat up. That's where, Jerry Jones is pissed.
Yeah. He's obviously not happy.
No, he's not. And so that's why you should be worried if you're Scott Linehan.
You shouldn't be worried tonight.
I agree.
You shouldn't be worried tonight at all. Don't worry, guys. Scott Linehan's going to be here another week because you know why? Because we're getting ready to get a hot dub.
The
right
offense
in
is
Philly.
actually going to do something this week?
Would it?
Offense is actually going to work
Mark
this week?
Cooper's coming out there going to catch some passes.
Okay.
Dak's going to be on. I saw some things in Dak
All right,
last game.
the best legs in the business
there
is
you
on
go, the
TV,
best
so
legs
you know
in
what's
the game.
coming up.
And
Whenever
so
you see
Carrie
Carrie
Underwood
Underwood
is up. So I'm going to go get another libation, and I will be right back.
What is that?
I know he's using big words. I don't understand.
Couldn't he have just said beer?
He could have.
Couldn't he have
Make
just
sure
said
it's
beer?
Miller Lite, the official beer of the Dallas Cowboys, as Jeff Kavanaugh would say.
Queen Patty's drinking Bud Light.
All right. So, while we got that going on, what are the good people of the chat saying?
Let's see what we got. Robert says, nope, Garrett isn't going anywhere. Hopefully that Jerry Jones' immunity doesn't extend to Linehan and Kellen Moore. That's some straight hate right there. That is some straight hate.
Can't say I blame him, though. Can't say I blame him. All right.
As I get my charger cord out here.
Yeah, get that set up.
Make sure we don't die.
All right. See here.
You hear Carrie Underwood, baby. The game's getting ready to start.
Yeah, I agree with Derek Bonner saying we have to chew up the clock. Absolutely agree with that. And if we're chewing up the clock, that means that Ezekiel Elliott is running the ball.
Okay.
Which I agree 100% with that.
Now, I see Tovash has his charger. That's backpack. I'm pretty sure he's got chargers and chargers and chargers in there.
You got all kinds of stuff.
What up, Cowboys Nation? G. Garcia.
Yeah, she is in the house.
Shout
All
out to
right.
G. Garcia. Hot dub, man. Hot dub is what we're getting tonight.
Yeah,
Hot dub. Somebody ordered a shot of tequila and has not come to claim it. Tovash might be coming to claim that. I think they can hear you. I think your phone got to turn the volume down.
Yeah, I'm going to have to turn that off.
Oh, no, keep it up because you can see the comments.
All right, let me fix that.
Let's turn the volume down.
Yeah, that's my problem now.
Dalton has said if you guys don't want to hear Chris Collinsworth, he doesn't like Chris Collinsworth. And that if you don't want to hear him, then yes, definitely tune in to us right now. Make sure you go hit the like button
and share
the group and share this also.
Absolutely. Get more people.
How many
tag
chargers
some
do you
people.
have in there? If you got a plug-in one, I just need the head.
Okay.
Man, Tovash has always got a head.
All right, looks like we'll be coming up with the kickoff shortly.
Huh? I got the cord right here.
All right.
4% battery charge.
We charge that up.
It's not my phone. It's my tablet.
Alrighty.
Well, I tell you what. Let's do this. Come here real quick, Vosh.
We get two.
Yeah, let the people see Vosh. Yeah, there you go.
Sir, we
You're
are
on
we're
live.
live.
Hey, what's going on? How we doing?
It's good to have you here, man. Of course, I'll let you want to give a shout out.
That's a delay.
Well, yeah, but still, you want to give a shout out to the ladies out there that may be tuning in to see you.
No, I don't. Not at all. No, hey everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
So, quick question: what's your prediction for tonight's game?
Who? You know the Cowboys are going to be Cowboys. That's what they do.
What does that mean? That means we're getting a hot dub.
Basically, it's like the bipolar hot chick that you always bang, but you know she's crazy, so you really don't want to piss her off.
Okay.
So with that being said, I have no clue of which Cowboy team we're going to see tonight.
I was saying that we lost the home streak last week, so this week we're gonna break. We're about breaking streaks, so we're gonna break the on the road streak of losing. It's not happening tonight.
Well, we do need a home win. We do need a road win. The streak was broken at home
So we need
last
to
game
break the road streak.
because you already broke the home streak.
Yeah, so we broke that,
Right.
and we plan on just getting this dub over there in Philly tonight.
It's gonna be one of those games where, like, at the end of it, you're like, "We did that. The Cowboys did that."
Remember, if you revert back to our show, BFB Best for Business on Monday and Thursday night, I said they were going to lose to the Texans, but beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
Right.
you won't even be able to explain how and why, but they're going to put it together. And I think this was going to happen in this game.
They did convincingly too against Jacksonville, but it seems like that was last season. It seems so long ago that this team actually performed to the standards of their basically NFC counterparts. And then, of course, we look at the Eagles now, and you're like, what the hell happened to the Eagles?
You know what else we don't do either? I was just telling Pat, we don't lose back-to-back games in consecutive weeks. That 1 week doesn't count because we had a bye week.
So basically, the roller coaster cardiac Dallas Cowboys is what pretty much we expect to see week in, week out. Thing is, the thing I'm going to look for tonight is basically how well the offensive line blocks up. Because if you do that, then you may provide Dak Prescott with just a little time. You also want to get into the crowd. You want to get to the crowd. You want to basically keep them hushing. And you don't want that place to go crazy, because if it does,
are we really
you're in for
airing
a
this
long
on
game.
TV right now? Are we really doing this again? Are we doing this? Now, I'm just saying, now we're going to have controversy. Is that what I got to look forward to?
Well, it's kind of,
It's Veterans Day. So
Yeah,
okay,
Veterans
all right. Okay.
So salute to everybody who served at home.
I just don't want any complaints about who's over there. We're trying to figure out who's kneeling, who's not. It's not about that tonight.
Even the old commander-in-chief.
Go W's.
I seen him over at the stadium once, and I got to serve him a water. I was pretty excited about it.
W?
Yeah, he came up to me. He's like, "Oh, look here, can I get a water?" And I was like, "It's Mr. Bush." So I gave him water. I was like, "Salute."
You usually are right across the street there at
right across the street, that big building located on Randall Mill and Collins, right next to the Walmart.
On Jerry duty.
I call it Jerry duty.
Tonight you are here with us,
hanging with you guys.
Real quick, score prediction.
Cowboys 31, Eagles 14.
All right, man.
Ooh,
look forward
big
to
win.
it. Dalton's
Why not?
coming back. He's got his beer now.
Uh-oh.
Is this the part? Should we be quiet at this part? I don't want any hate.
chat.
As they finish the national anthem.
National anthem's over. We are ready to play some football.
Did you see the coach and the quarterback hugging? They know tonight it's going down.
Everybody out there who's watching this, if you have a Twitter account, get on Twitter and type the hashtag salute to service as many times as you can. First, to salute those service members. And second of all, it costs the NFL $25 each time, and I like sticking it to the NFL any way I can.
Good old W.
As an organization that I don't like. I do like W. That's not a political thing. I like him as a human being. I've met him multiple times. He's a cool-ass dude.
Also, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah, veteran
Thank
right
you,
here
thank
on
you,
the-
thank you.
On
Yes.
the deal, Dalton is.
And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want. Okay, maybe there's a couple other places I would rather be, but to be able to be here and watch the Cowboys play the Eagles on Sunday Night Football, I'm happy.
all right.
I missed an entire damn football season, and then I got to watch the Super Bowl, and guess which Super Bowl that was?
No, it can't be that.
Seattle, Denver.
Oh,
Yeah. So I got to watch about 3 minutes of a good football game.
That was a terrible. I'm sorry.
And
you
then
had
I went to
experience
sleep.
that. Yeah. You probably were
All
done
right.
with that at halftime.
I wonder how many Joe asks. I wonder how many fumbles Dak is going to have
Come on,
tonight.
Joe.
As long as he gets him back, I'm okay.
Oh my God! Look, they got some beer fountain thing that's coming.
Oh
around.
Jesus, that is a beer bong. Looks like that.
it's like a big old bazooka.
That look like a beer bong.
Guys, they have fun here. They're giving away shots. You can come in, and you can get a raffle ticket, and you can win a dinner with Mickey Spagnola.
Swagnolia.
Swagnolia. And that will be given out the Saturday night before the Cowboys play the Philadelphia Eagles once again.
At home.
So you got some time.
At home.
But if you can get here tonight, come have fun
All
with
right.
us. Have a beer.
Ladies, Tovash is
The
here. You
kick-
just seen him.
Is
So-
underway.
All right, so Eagles got offense first. How worried are we about the loss of Sean Lee this week?
There shouldn't be because he's never there anyway. It's just like you
I
play a
mean,
game without him.
Here-
You've been playing all season without him.
They've been
So-
rotating him around.
So obviously I'm way more comfortable than I have been in the past.
Right.
I'm actually okay with it because I would like to see this week, I would like to see them get Jalen Smith rushing the quarterback a little bit more than I've seen in recent games. And I want to see our rookie linebacker manned up against Zach Ertz because I don't think there's anyone else that has a chance of covering Zach Ertz one-on-one on this football team
Other than who?
other than Byron Jones, who is our outside corner.
Right.
I mean, I could blame last week's loss on Sean Lee because before he came back, we were winning.
Well, that drive where they went in and scored the touchdown to go up 14-7, they didn't have Sean Lee in that drive at all until the final play. It
Well,
was like a 14-play drive.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying I could make a case that Sean Lee's presence last week is why they lost the game.
Well, and Sean Lee gave up on that triangle pass down the middle of the field in the Tampa 2 on third down.
Oh no, Dalton, he didn't. Give
He
up.
was
His
he
hamstring
was going
bothering
he
him.
was the one carrying that seam deep on that play, and you had Leighton Vander Esch on
All right,
the
here we go,
field,
Cowboys. Nice.
who is 6'5", 260 pounds, and runs like the speed of light. I don't understand why he wasn't the one riding the seam.
Right.
But I mean, you can't put that on Sean Lee because you can't expect most linebackers, even an elite Sean Lee, to carry a wide receiver down the seam like that.
I think really, I mean, I know Leighton Vander Esch can be that guy, but I also think Jalen can be that guy. I've seen him carry receivers up the field.
Absolutely. He's got the athleticism to do it.
Yep, so he's a guy that you're going to want to see. We got
39,
39.
guys.
Okay, so last week it was 11 of 14.
Yes.
So we'll see how the Cowboys do their first third down.
11 of 14, but they were 6 for 6 in longer situations.
Yeah, 3 and 7 plus, I believe.
Yeah.
Here we
they're-
go. They
And
stopped him.
is that Tate?
Nope.
Start off with the third and out, and that looks like a small wide receiver with a big frame, so that is probably Golden Tate.
All right, gets stopped short.
Oh, there he goes right there.
That
Yep.
was Golden Tate. He went
Yep.
in motion and caught the screen pass there.
Yeah, he's wearing number
Isn't
19.
Isn't he the Cowboy killer?
He's the Cowboy killer.
He is, yes.
Yeah, you had, who was that? Oh, who else? DeMarcus Lawrence came in on
Tank
that.
with the hustle tackle.
And see, that's
what
the
I
one
like to
thing you
see.
like about him. You know, and I don't really want to get into turning this to a bash fest, but that's the one thing that I want to see from Taco.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know that there was some injury concerns, and so, you know, there's some worried about
God.
Taco, but he needs to learn that hustle from DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
He really needs to pick that up. And, you know, coming out of college when he played at Michigan, that was one of my big worries about it.
Yeah.
It's time for Julie's guy, Dak Prescott,
Now,
to take.
we have
Oh, we got a penalty here. Oh,
You know, that's happened
Byron
a couple
Jones.
times this season so far with Byron Jones being in that position. You know,
Because he
a
can't.
block
he
in the
gets-
back
Well,
early.
Not strong.
He's not a physical player.
Not a
He
physical
should
guy.
not be a gunner.
they don't want him a gunner, but the guy that they brought in broke his forearm, and he was their best gunner.
Yeah. So we have Sidney Jones on this Eagles defense is out. Jalen Mills also out.
Oof.
So I don't know who they have in at the second cornerback position, but it cannot be a favorable matchup
All right,
against
well,
Michael Gallup.
Dallas is coming up in 11 personnel in the shotgun.
Queen Petty's got back to take the snap, and he launches.
Oh, they're not running on first down, and down he goes.
Uh-oh.
Is that Brandon Graham?
It's going to be a
Yep.
long night.
That
Brandon
is
Graham.
Brandon Graham starting the game off with the sack. Dak Prescott, who had a clean drop and was scanning the field but did not release the ball. I don't know if anybody was open or not. It would be irresponsible to comment without seeing the all-22.
Well, if you saw what Phila did, he took his guy, Fletcher Cox, and drove him into the end zone.
That's what I like to see.
They have missed that kind of power at the left guard position.
Exactly. That's something that we don't see from Connor Williams. He doesn't have the functional strength to do those sorts of things
But
yet.
the one thing that he does do is the athleticism.
So we had an unsuccessful first down play on 1st and 10.
Where we
And what do we do on 2nd and 10?
We run the ball.
We run the ball right up the middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where is the strength of the Eagles defense, guys?
Up.
Is it right up the middle?
I think it's right up the middle.
Well,
Okay.
The strength of that defense just tackled Dak Prescott is what happened.
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, tell us. Why are the Cowboys running up the middle on 2nd and 10?
But that's a Scott Linehan production.
We have 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 9, and we have green zone tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday night football.
Fantastic.
Everybody loves the green zone. We couldn't tell with the white line and the yellow line.
I see a big old Cowboys ball
right, here we
coming
go.
this way.
Oh, Gallup. Oh, my goodness.
Tomas has just purchased some type of beer cannon looking thingamajigger, and I don't know. Oh, okay. Tomas plans on getting seriously wasted tonight. Look,
So here's what we're going to do.
it's a beer fountain.
We are going to actually change cameras here.
I got you. You're trying to get a look at.
We are going to go to the rear camera on the computer here for a second. Tovash, I would like you to, yeah, there you go. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. That is a huge bong of beer. You need to get to Tailgate Tavern. We're doing fun stuff here. We are having a party here.
Where are the glasses at? Good Lord.
You're not supposed to have it. You're just supposed to take it right out of the spigot.
Oh, here come the cups.
Y'all need to start showing up.
You got Tovash, you got Queen Petty, and Big John over there about to knock this thing down.
All right, so on that last play, we didn't really get to talk about it, but
I'm
so
pretty
we
sure
did
Dalton
the
get him some of that.
we did the reverse of what Will Kane said. If you watched Will Kane at all, he said you run it on first, you have
I
to
did.
throw of low percentage on 2nd down,
Yes.
and dump it off to the running back on 3rd, and then you punt. Well, this time they throw them first. They get
We're
sacked.
going against tendencies here right now.
Right, we are. So you threw it, and you got sacked. So second play is you run it right up the middle, right into the strength of the defense.
No, that makes sense.
Not
Yeah.
only did you run into the strength, but you ran into the weakness of the Cowboys' offensive line.
Dalton, you want
Yeah.
some beer?
I'm good for right now, but I will definitely partake later.
And then And then you did the throw to Gallup where he climbed the ladder. Mm-hmm. But there was no way he was getting his foot down in bounds. Either one of them.
Absolutely not.
That
was a good catch, and that's what you like to see from him. Because something that we have noticed is some of those contested catches, the plays over the middle, the slants, routes of that nature, where we haven't really seen the consistent hands we would like to see from a Michael Gallup.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he is a rookie.
Yes.
And it takes time. Wide receivers and defensive ends, I have found that their production is not always immediate.
Real quick here, we got BS play calls already. I hate Golden Tate. Play calling is dumb. BS already. Nothing has changed yet. Will?
No, that's
Just
pretty much right.
They lose tonight, guys. Scott Linehan's gone.
Well, I disagree, man. I disagree with that.
What's that?
Not that he's getting fired. I think he's getting fired. I disagree with the BS hasn't changed. It did change. It's just a different type of BS.
Oh, okay.
We got a different type of BS tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
In fact, because they didn't run it on first down.
So look at those Golden Tate numbers right there. That's a career regular season against the Cowboys. 19 out of 20.
He catches everything.
Everything that's thrown to him.
That's a problem. And let's see where he lines up. Oh, they got him in the slot, which is where he's primarily going to be. I think that's where you're going to see him a lot. So
good field position here.
What they need to – oh, absolutely. I mean, Dallas was deep down in their own, side of the field. They were –
takes the snap.
Yep.
Oh, interception!
Oh. Leighton Vander Esch with the interception.
There he goes. There we go. Oh, he just ran him over.
Vander Esch is still up.
Get down, Leighton.
Wow. What a play from Leighton Vander Esch.
Can you hear that crowd in the background?
Hear the crowd going.
They are loud out here at the Tailgate Tavern in Arlington, Texas, right across the street from AT&T Stadium. The great thing is you see here is he really looks like he's going up the middle of the field. I mean, it's straight watching Carson Wentz. That's what he's doing.
LVE with the
I'll tell you what, it looked like Carson Wentz never saw him.
He didn't. I think because of Woods was in his line of sight, so he never saw Leighton Vander Esch there.
Sean Lee over there coaching him up on the sideline.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought he got paid to be a player. Is he paid? What is he doing? Oh, is he taking Scott Linehan's spot in the booth?
No, he's the new linebackers coach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Matt Eberflus is gone, so he has to now be the
So Cowboys on
coach.
1st and 10, run the ball up the middle
gotta,
with Ezekiel Elliott.
He's got to do something. It's not like he's going to be out there playing the next couple weeks.
I think it could be it for him. What do we?
Could be it.
We got
offense
stop
is
running,
so predictable.
Stop running Zeke up the middle. God, do something else.
Yeah. They're going
like
back.
We've already said, and listen, we don't want to just come out and say that we could do the job better than these play callers could, but it's quite obvious that you shouldn't run the ball consistently right up the middle against the Philadelphia Eagles defense.
What are you talking about? You got Looney and Suafila there.
So it's like all pros up against scrubs, right?
It really is. And then there's our boy, Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper making
on the right sideline.
a little bit of an impact here already early in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's gonna be the key there, and the fact that it kind of feels like it's so fitting this week in this game because you have Amari Cooper, but you look on the Philadelphia side of the ball, who's gonna guard him?
We need a Cowboy player.
Nobody.
We need a Cowboy
They
player
really
with no
don't have
class
anybody.
right now. We need a Cowboy player with no class that when they score a touchdown, they do the fly eagle fly deal.
No, see,
Right
we
in
need
the
somebody
center
to throw
field.
the X up first.
Let's get Cole Beasley to throw up the
God.
X.
Your guy Cole Beasley.
And there goes Zeke.
He goes nowhere.
All right, he got some yardage on that one, so it should be only like a 2nd and 7.
So something that we've seen, it's been charted out so far, is that the Cowboys have the most success running the football outside of the tackles and right behind our guy Zach Martin.
Yep.
That's no coincidence, ladies and gentlemen.
And also you're getting on the right tackle with Lyle Collins. He's getting back to being more of that mauler with Mark Colombo going back. He's really going back to – he's not so much the catch technique. If you go back and listen to the Cowboys beat, Lyle Collins talked a little bit about that. He gets to be aggressive. And there we go with Dak Prescott running up the middle there. So now it's 3rd down and short, which is what they need. They need 3rd and manageable.
Yes.
because we all know when they get into 3rd and 7+, what do? They dump it off to a running back on the screen. And Zach Martin is down on the field, and he is hurt.
Oh, no, that ain't good. No, not him.
Oh.
Of all people to be hurt, he's still nursing that MCL sprain on his right knee.
And he had his hands over his eyes there.
Which tells me it's bad.
That doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. And the fact that now they are going to have to play Redmond.
Yeah, that's over with.
Yeah.
Redmond's going to have to come in at right guard. And now you have 3 inexperienced players. Well, not really inexperienced, but inexperienced in this grouping.
Yeah.
With either side, and you have a Tyron Smith who isn't playing as well these days as he used to, and a struggling Lyle Collins.
I was just hit with a question, guys. The question is, am I still a Saints fan? A who fan?
A who?
Yeah. What happened? Did something happen with the Saints?
I don't. We're Cowboys people.
Oh, no, I don't know about
this
that.
This is Cowboys. Let me look.
This is strictly Cowboys talk.
Let me check. Oh, no, that's a star.
That is.
That's a star on the screen
That
there.
is, in fact, a star.
I just want to go on record to say that that tweet that I put out there, that's stricken from the record books because it didn't happen. It never took place. Nothing ever took place. The ink wasn't even drawn in that contract.
What happened?
Yeah. You mean that free agent?
All right, so man, that Zach Martin is the one player.
Zach Martin limping off the field with assistance from the training staff.
Is that from Rob Phillips? Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that is better than being carted off of the field. But that
not
I
good.
Still don't like that he's off the field.
And the worst part about it is how many games that they have in the next 12 days.
Yeah.
Including tonight, they have 3 games.
Yep.
We have here this Sunday, today, a week from today, and then on Thursday for Thanksgiving. So that's a tough stretch.
Yes, it is.
And so now you're potentially going to be without your best offensive lineman. I would argue to say he's your most important player on the offense because of just how valuable he is at that right guard.
Yeah.
You know, assisting Joe Looney, assisting Lyle Collins. Mm-hmm. You know, he was the most experienced guy that I would say I would have felt comfortable with, you know, making those line protections, trying to change that up. And now you don't have that guy.
Let's see what happened here, guys. Let's see what happened.
So now they're showing the replay, and Lyle Collins drove his guy into Zach Martin.
Jesus Christ.
If it's an ankle, we might be all right here.
We're right, but you have to remember that he has that sprained MCL.
He does, yes.
So that could make it even worse, and it's like the one that has the big brace on it. So it's definitely I misquoted earlier. I said it was his right. It's his left that has the sprained MCL. So now
That's all right,
Adam Redmond is in at right guard, and we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens here.
37 from
now.
the 20.
So let's see what they do.
My God, Dak is not flush. Look at that pass by Dak through.
Oh, okay, there, Mari Cooper, they're on the slant. He gets to the 10-yard line, and we're 1st and goal. Now, this is going to be interesting to see because last week they got to the red zone 4 times, and they came away with 7 points.
Well, don't worry about that. That's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. No, but it happened last week. So, you know, so now what we got to see is what they do here. Dak trying to hurry it up, get the ball. And, yeah.
This is Ezekiel Elliott in the flat.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
Yeah, he knows it. And normally, throwing to the flat, Dak has problems throwing to his right, not his left. So that's kind of interesting that he wasn't able to hit that play there.
Dak has Prescott throwing the ball.
And that's something that's
problem throwing the ball, period.
Well, yeah,
At times.
But that's something that's pretty consistent in quarterbacks. You throw better to one side of the field than the other.
All right, Walt, you got your eyes on the chat there?
Yep.
Let's
see what we got here. Dak Prescott back, hike the ball, hand it to Zeke.
There he goes.
Another play up the middle.
Another play up the middle. Got maybe, 3 yards on that play? Might have got to the 7.
Might have gotten to the 7-yard line.
See, this is the side of the field where I don't understand why they don't have Rico Gathers on the field. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest Rico Gathers guy. But if I have a 6'8" guy, dead man walking, as they're showing Scott Linehan on the screen. Here's where I want Rico Gathers on the field. just throw it up to the guy.
Yeah.
Tell him, go get the rebound.
He's 6'8".
Exactly. He knows how to box people out. He played basketball at Baylor.
I'm pretty sure he has the most rebounds of all time at Baylor.
I'd believe it.
Oh.
I have no idea where Dak was going with that, but
Dak
he was being
Prescott
harassed.
He was under
hit.
pressure. He was under pressure.
What I'm going to assume there is I'm going to assume that they tried to have Jeff Swaim block a defensive end, and as you'll know from me on social media, I would like to abolish the inline tight end. No, the pressure actually came from the inside. It was Jeff Swaim that picked him up off the ground.
Yep. So here is Brett Maher, who missed his only kick. Or I'm sorry, he missed 2 kicks last week, right? He only made 1 of 3.
Let's see, can he knock this
Was
one
he
in?
1 of 3 last week?
I thought it was 1 of 3.
Oh my God!
Did he make that?
Yeah,
barely. It's good.
Brett Maher sneaks one in.
barely.
Up, the right, up.
Almost goes
Watch
up
this.
the right,
Watch
upright.
this. Watch this. Look at that. Oh!
That just snuck in there.
Nick, you see the look on Zeke's face when he just exhales. It's like, oh.
Yes. You can tell he is not happy with his role
So
right
with the
now.
comments here, we got we need a TD, not a field goal.
Uh-huh.
Field goals are Garrett's fave. Barely made the field goal. Yikes. He almost missed that from Roderick and Eric.
Yeah. Well, that is his favorite thing, and maybe something that in a game that you have to win, how soon is it too early to think about going for it there? You haven't. That was your first trip into the red zone. So we'll see as the game progresses to see if they have many more. But where do you sit on that?
Well, this is the same issue that we saw last year. The offense just can't get it done when you get inside the 20-yard line. And a big issue with that is the negligence of when you have a quarterback who can use his legs to his advantage. The red zone is the best place to deploy his legs. And they don't use him.
Yeah, because a lot of times the defensive backs and defenders are going to have their back to the quarterback.
Yes.
Mike Gomez says it's time for bootlegs.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
But, hey, here's the deal, though. If you're going to run a bootleg, don't throw it to the tight end every time. Everybody knows it's coming. Yeah, that's the thing. But if that's the play, run the play, execute the play, that's fine. But try to mix it up there. But I know in the past, and the reason why they've done this is to help the quarterback, give him some confidence. They run that bootleg and throw it to the tight end.
Is Dak Prescott just not a good red zone quarterback, guys?
He's a quarterback that can't read a defense.
The issue with the red zone is everything tightens up. Mm-hmm. And what we saw last week was just him trying to play with his new toy, and he ended up having to go to timeout for it.
Yeah.
That's what happened. In the red zone, he was trying to play with his new toy. His new toy was dirty. It was double covered, and he threw the interception because of it.
If you go back and watch the play, I think in years past that safety stays in the middle. He doesn't go. But
because
they had Jason
Witten.
Witten.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking that he thinks that that's going to happen. It looks like they're showing Zach walking, and the limp is a little less noticeable. So we'll be I fully expect to see him back because he's just that type of guy.
He's a tough son of a bitch.
Maybe it's a stinger, guys. Maybe it's just a stinger.
Hey, we don't talk about stingers anymore.
What
happened to the last stinger? It ended up being
IR,
and hopefully Travis Frederick's able to come back and have a healthy last few years of his career.
Okay,
I mean, he's still a young guy.
Maybe he just got shook up or something.
What is going on right now?
They're comparing wins.
Oh, okay.
Wentz.
Most TD passes over 20 games.
Big ups to the Sunday Night Football graphics.
That looked like NFL Blitz.
These NBC graphics are so much better than the ESPN graphics on
I don't know.
Monday
That kind of looked like that video game NFL Blitz.
Yeah, NFL Blitz.
I thought they were with Epic Games or whatever.
Is it Epic Games?
Yeah, the Fortnite people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that what it is?
I thought so.
I don't know.
I haven't played Fortnite.
All the kids are talking about Fortnite. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I haven't played it ever.
And they're doing some Fortnite dance now.
Yeah, they're doing. They
I
had
saw that they
like
have the
NFL
character. Yeah, the NFL players on Fortnite now.
Yeah, and they're doing these. I don't know. I had to ask my daughter about it because I have
I mean,
no
it's
idea.
actually pretty smart from an NFL standpoint because you want the kids to start getting involved. What better way than to give them NFL skins? That is how you deliver an accurate pass while under duress.
Do you know why else that's a good play?
Why else is it?
Because you're throwing at Chidobe Awuzie, and everybody completes passes on Chidobe.
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, I haven't been eating Cheetos a lot lately.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Cheetos.
Maybe I need to start doing that.
Opposing offenses are eating Cheetos.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
A lot of them. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm
So
not eating a lot of tacos either.
it's
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 40.
My thing here is why won't they go to Jordan? He's not. They're using him as an offensive weapon.
And there's Dorrance Armstrong.
Oh, that's
Randy Gregory.
I didn't even know he was playing.
I didn't even know he was on the field.
I wonder was he high when he
Randy
made that tackle.
Gregory with the sack. He might have been high.
Okay, so
Is that wrong if he
Oh,
was?
so he went right
that a
at
bad thing?
Jason Peters, who was talking all kinds of noise
Oh, not
during the
Jason
bye week.
Peters?
He went right after Jason Peters. He might want to keep his mouth shut next time the Cowboys come to town. Because that
Is that Randy Gregory's first sack of the season?
second.
Second?
Yeah, second.
Thank you, Tobash. Thank you.
But
Walt.
that I mean, it was not only that he hit Peters, but the way he beat him, and he just beat him again.
Oh.
I think that Peters might have a problem with Randy Gregory.
Yeah, if Randy Gregory is able to play
Like that.
significant snaps,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no way he's going to be able to. He's too quick. He's too much bend.
yeah, just if you look at the
That
play
was
right there,
Andrew's
like
face,
just
wasn't it?
he just beat him again, straight. I mean, 2 snaps in a row. He's beating him with speed. He's converting that speed to power.
Did you see what they did with a mobile quarterback there?
They moved the pocket.
They moved the pocket and
they
got
had
him an easy throw
Got him an easy throw,
on
and
a long 2nd and 19.
yeah, so now it's 3rd and 5.
Manageable.
Yeah, those are the type.
Look for this to go at Chidobe Awuzie.
It did, and they did not convert.
Oh.
There we go.
And we saw that late in the game last week against Corey Davis. Corey Davis ran to the sticks about 2 yards by, ran a hitch route, and came back, and Chidobe actually slipped.
They got Cheetos in here?
Cheeto did not slip on that play, and he was able to make the play. He may have gotten a little bit handsy there, but he got away with it.
Yeah, I'd watch out for the fake right here.
Well, I mean, but y'all have to look at it was also within 5 yards.
Dalton's guy's back there to receive the kick
So-
right now. So Dalton's looking for a big play from this guy right here.
I'm looking for a fair catch is what I'm looking for.
Nope. You know,
we got a flag.
we got a flag. I don't know what for, but we'll see. It might have got a face mask on that one.
Can I ask, why isn't Jordan Lewis returning punts?
If I'm going to put a guy returning punts, I might put Lance Lenore back there.
I was not happy with what I saw in the preseason.
I'm
from
not,
Lance Lenore,
but I would much rather protect.
What we got here? Blocking the bag.
I thought maybe we might have got the face mask there. So, yeah, I would do Lance Lenore just because I'm trying to protect my second best wide receiver.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I don't want him out there. But if you're not going to use Jordan Lewis, allow him to do something that he did in college.
I mean, you can't just only use him on jet sweeps.
Blocking the bag.
I don't know why they're not using him on defense more, but
All these blocks.
I think a
Go
lot
on.
of that has to do with the fact that Chris Richard is in charge of the secondary, and he
doesn't fit the mold.
He doesn't fit his mold.
Yep.
He
I
likes.
just got to know when to cut a man loose, guys.
He likes guys that are at least 5'10", 5'11". He likes them closer to 6 foot, but they got to have at least 32-inch arms, and I think that's right under where Lewis is.
And could you see them trying to bait him out there, put him out there as trade bait to get a pick somewhere, or to move up on draft day?
I mean, there was talk of it this last offseason.
Yeah, there was.
So I definitely could see that prior to the draft. But ultimately that's gonna end up being who's the new staff. You know, how do they feel about the guy?
Breaking news: we just have Miss Christine Morgan Miller joining the.
My mother is watching.
being
Hi,
his mother.
Mom.
Mom is watching.
Mom's watching. All right.
Hey,
Mom is
she's
watching.
not here with us this week, but I'm pretty sure she'll be here with us soon.
So, I want to ask. I saw this. Gavin Dawson tweeted it out.
He's trolling.
Apparently, he wasn't actually. I don't think. He usually does troll during Cowboys games, and it's hilarious. But he said that the camera was to the backs during that scrum at the beginning of the game. But Chris Richard was at the center of the scrum.
Yeah, he was. I told you. I said, was that Chris
Well-
Rashad in there?
well-
How do you guys feel about a coach being in the middle of what could turn into a brawl with football players all wearing helmets?
If you were to tell me right now that there was a defensive coach in the middle of a scrum, I would have told you, what the hell is Jim Schwartz doing? Because
yeah, no, that makes sense.
He does
Yes.
that. He does that. So I don't necessarily have a problem with it. Lead by example. You know, he wants to show the guys that, hey, I've got your back. You know, so that's, I don't have too big of an issue with it. But I really don't want my coaches out there doing that. But hey, maybe they're getting give them some energy, because obviously they haven't allowed Philadelphia to score. They have a turnover.
Defense sure is playing well.
They
so
are
far.
playing well. So we're going to see right now with Dak Prescott. He has got another long field.
Yeah.
Starting inside the 10 once again.
I hope
Their
Chism-
average field position has got to be the 10.
You got to throw it, Dak. Oh!
Oh God!
He bailed him out. He dropped it.
Oh,
He
ladies
juggled.
and gentlemen, my heart just sank.
Who was that?
That was
I don't know that one.
So here's the problem.
Kruger Hill.
So here's
Yeah.
the problem. If
Neither
Dak
do
sticks
I.
it up, does Linehan still get fired?
I mean, Linehan's still terrible. So
Yeah, I think so. Here's a question for you. I want.
Dak Prescott, he stares at his people now.
Yeah,
And he keeps going on Amari Cooper.
he's throwing into double coverage.
He's just looking for Amari Cooper.
So here's a question for you. I know it's a Linehan guy. Oh, what do you know?
the Linehan special right there. That is actually the Linehan special. That's what they call the screen pass.
And it didn't work that time.
It did not, no.
Well, normally they play action off the opposite side when they do the Linehan special.
Yes.
Okay, so why isn't Doug Nussmeier the quarterback coach?
Because
I know, Kellen Moore.
we have Kellen Moore. Why don't you guys get on the Kellen Moore bandwagon? need
You
to
know
get
what
on
I
the
heard
ball
on the
with this move.
You know what I heard on the fan the other day?
What's that?
Sources say somebody told Roy White that
RW3?
because he has connections in the area, the Boise State area, that Kellen Moore might be looking to possibly become.
Oh.
That will be
Yeah,
a
there we go.
There we
first
go.
down to Maury Cooper.
Well, he just shrugged that guy off, didn't he?
Yeah.
There's, a question.
So
before
somebody
you keep
told
going.
Roy White that there might be a job opening at Boise State for Kellen Moore, possibly as an offensive coordinator
You
next
guys
season.
are wrong.
Under-
They want him to take another job. Man's fine here.
No. We need to keep him as recruiting for Brett Ripien.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Yes. Okay. There we go.
Question, guys, is Amari Cooper going to be the only receiver that Dak throws tonight? I mean,
He might be, because they don't throw to Cole before the fourth quarter.
how do you feel about that, Dalton?
I hate it. Ball to the 19, 1st and 10. Dak back to pass in the pocket.
Oh, somebody
Jeff
else got the
Swain,
ball.
6 yards.
You said receiver, though. That's a tight end.
Okay, that's tight end. All right.
A ball is the tight end.
Okay.
As Dalton would say. Oh, inline. I'm sorry.
Abolish the inline tight end, yes.
Ball is the inline. All right,
Yes,
so
Eric Swaim did have a nice catch there.
it was and that's something that they missed. I hate to say it, but they really missed Jeff Swain last week.
They did miss Jeff Swaim last week. Dalton Schultz, for whatever he could be in the future,
Dalton was trying to figure
he
out why
ain't
was on
it now.
There you go.
Okay.
And that is for sure. He was missing assignments. He was outmatched physically. I mean, he was bad all around, and still had a better day than what Blake Jarwin would have had.
Dalton. There goes my guy right there on the screen. My guy right there.
I'll tell you what, those are some really nice sweatshirts.
Oh yeah.
Those hoodies are nice.
I looked at one today, and the price tag scared me away, though.
Get that guy out of here.
I looked at one today, but the price tag scared
The
me away.
price tag scared me too. When I went to the pro shop and saw that it started with a 1 and had 2 more digits on it, I'm not going to pay that much for a hoodie.
No.
Sorry.
Uh-oh. Throw it away, Dak.
So
Throw it away, Dak.
Dak's out scrambling. Just
Yeah, there you go. Throw it away.
okay.
Throw it away.
Look like
That is what Dak Prescott has to do
Yeah.
in those situations.
Nothing
Last
good can
week
happen.
We watched him run out of bounds and actually lose yards when he could have
Yeah.
just thrown the ball away.
right. So you look here. They're showing Amari Cooper. I mean, he's getting bracket coverage. I mean, they're going to make sure that he's not doing anything. Cole Beasley, they're running him on deep routes. I don't know why. I want him in the middle of the field, but not on deep routes. And then obviously Hearns can't do anything.
I think they were trying to run a clear out there for Amari Cooper coming across the field because it looked like Cole Beasley was running straight at the safety there.
Eric,
I know that they like to run that clear out play. They ran it a couple times for Gallup early in the year. And now that you have Amari Cooper, he's obviously going to take that.
Yeah, but if you're going to run clear outs, stop using Cole Beasley. I need this guy to catch the ball over the middle of the field.
Eric on the feed says nicest pass Dak has had is when he threw the ball away today.
Was that his nicest pass?
Yeah, that's been the best pass he's thrown. The one where he threw it away. Because he didn't lose yardage.
Well,
Yeah, actually.
it's a positive play, and we'll take it.
Yeah.
Is it a positive? We'll go with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Just, okay, so Dak Prescott's ready.
So
Can we get another shot
5
at Jay Jeezy
of
over there
10
doing
for
some
41 yards.
Get Jay Jeezy going.
That is abysmal.
That is 4.1 yards per attempt, guys. That ain't going to get it done.
The guy averages around 7 for his career. Yeah, so they're going to need a 2nd and 10 here. Oh,
Okay,
here we go.
Okay, nice little play. Nice little play.
I'm not mad at that, but
That's
it
a
looks like
flag.
there's a
There's
flag.
a flag, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a flag.
That'll be coming back.
Yep, unfortunately. And you know what I say? What happens when penalties? Drive is dead.
Drive's dead.
Yep.
Because now got 2nd and 20.
Jesus.
That is
At least 2nd and 20.
And I got to talk about this because we had this conversation on Messenger between you, me, and Connor Livesey. When NFL teams are throwing at a rate of between 7 and 9 yards per attempt for the average to above average teams, why are we running it on first down over 50% of the time?
You know, because this team was built to run the football, and they're going to stick to it.
And I understand that, but we need to run the ball in advantageous positions,
But
and this team refuses to do so.
But also, you have to look at the fact that if you look at the numbers on Dak Prescott, the analytics, he throws short of the sticks.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's also going to hurt your numbers because we don't have because these receivers aren't getting very good opportunities for yards after the catch. So that's really where a quarterback like Dak should strive. That's really where you're going to get a bulk of your numbers because he's going to throw those short to intermediate passes, and then you get yards after the catch.
We get Joe. We have no report on Zach Martin just yet.
We have a 3rd and 15. There's a lot of green zone.
He's out with a left knee. Okay, out with a left knee from right now.
There's a
that's
dump
Rod
off to
Smith.
Rod Smith, and he gets close.
Go for it.
No.
Go for it.
Because if you don't get it, you'll be blaming my coach. Let's
No.
just get out of here. Get out of
Listen,
here.
hold on, Walt.
Twitter-
Walt,
Twitter
Walt,
is
we
saying
need to
go
have this
for it.
conversation, Walt.
What's that?
Nobody is going to kill the coach for being too aggressive.
Yeah, but if you miss, you're gonna say, "Oh, what kind of play was that? What kind of play is Garrett calling?" Let's just,
You need 1 yard. You're built on the run.
y'all still blame him though. Y'all still blame him? Huh?
You need 1 yard,
Nah.
and you have a top 3 running back in the NFL.
They're gonna be waiting for it. Don't do it.
And you have less than a yard. You have less than a yard to go. You have a 240-pound quarterback.
No. We don't need to do it, guys.
You have a 240-pound quarterback. If your 240-pound quarterback can't get a half a yard on a quarterback sneak, what are we even doing here?
No, what you do is you run the speed option.
The speed option?
I run the speed option.
They would
moment-
never see it coming.
No, they
He
wouldn't.
doesn't get it. Y'all gonna be in here killing him.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to be creative here.
4th and 1, got to go for points in their house. I agree, Eric. You got to go for it.
Yep.
You are coaching for your job
No.
after the
JG's
season.
coaching.
After the season.
Not even after the season.
Well,
Jason Garrett will not get fired in season.
Yeah,
He will not
right.
get
But he's
fired
playing for
anytime
his.
soon.
He is playing, or he's coaching for his job.
Right,
Make
but-
no mistake about it.
Scott Linehan better call him a good player if they go for it. That's
Well,
who's coaching for his job.
Well, yes, he is coaching
Yeah,
for
Robert.
his job.
I don't know if he's 235 or 240. It's around there. He's a big dude.
Don't do it, Garrett. Kick the ball away.
You're
What
right.
is he listed at?
He may not. Garrett may not be coaching for his job, like you said, for the end of the season. I mean, that's going to go later, but this is something they can look back on.
Yeah, we're not doing this again, guys. Let's punt and get out of here. You're already up 3-0 on them. Your defense been
Okay,
doing a good
Dak
job
is
on
listed at 238. What did I say? 245?
You said 240. Eric said 235, so y'all meet in the middle. It's 238.
Yes, Robert. We are both correct.
Or is it Robert? I'm sorry.
No, we're not taking chances.
Robert says, "I go for it too. You got to show them that you're willing to take chances." I
Last time we took
absolutely agree.
chances, last time
Yep.
we took a chance, you guys tried to kill us. You wanted us fired and all this other stuff. So
No,
let's not,
we-
no,
We want them to do this.
no. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Don't do it, Garrett. Don't listen to these.
Let's see what Twitter has to say
Don't
about
listen
this.
to these
Twitter is
fans.
saying run it,
I say run it. That was from Draft Cowboys.
Don't
Who's right
listen to
beside
people.
me.
and a lot of people are liking that tweet.
Go for it. Jeff Kavanaugh, big football guy, says go for it and throw.
Oh,
my
never
Jeff.
see that coming.
Jeff,
That's an indictment on. He wants Dak Prescott to mess
Jeff.
up.
they are.
You know what?
The
What are you
offense
doing?
is on the field.
To begin the second quarter.
This is a terrible idea.
Here we go. Well, they are on considered plus side
And
of the
Noah
field.
Brown is on the field.
Oh.
And
False start.
False start.
How much you want to bet it's on 85
Guess what? He was going to make it, too.
or 87?
I told you not to go for it. This was gonna happen.
I didn't catch. Who was that on? Collins. Oy.
Dalton drops his head. I told you not to go for it.
I thought it was 85 that moved. Oh,
It was Swain.
it was Schultz,
Oh,
actually. Schultz and Swain kind of.
Swain moved, and then Schultz moved off of
Okay,
Swain.
so it wasn't on my guy Collins. And now they punt.
Yeah.
As
Fourth
I
and
say,
six, you
as
gotta
I always
punt,
say,
but-
penalties kill drives.
Penalties kill drives.
Yep. Well, they killed that drive, and we shouldn't have been going for it anyway, so it's fine.
Hey, look who's on the field, number 14, Lance Lenore, who just got called up for the practice squad.
There's a raffle going on back in the background.
Not
Yep.
great, guys. What is wrong with Chris Jones? His last two games have not been good. He has not kicked the ball well.
I honestly,
You don't get punter talk anywhere else, I can guarantee you that.
he's going back to how he was his
That'll probably-
early on when we tried to run him out of town. Early on in his career, I should say, up until the last few years.
Yeah.
That'll put butts in seats. Punter talks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start
hey,
talking specialists.
Hey, kickers are people too, okay?
Unless you're Jesse Holly, who doesn't believe that specialists are people.
How long did he play in the league?
Did you see?
Oh, boy.
Did you guys see the get off
Yeah.
of Malik Collins there?
Yeah. Bad.
I missed that because we were you were talking about Jesse
Was that
Holly.
Smallwood running off of Johnson there?
I think
Or that was
Adams.
Collins?
That was Adams.
Adams?
Yeah, it's Adams.
Oh,
I can't have Jamal Adams playing well. That's bad for my draft brand.
That was a good block by Ertz there.
Who got stiff arm? I couldn't see.
Ertz sprung him on that one.
Oh, that was Antoine
Woods.
Woods, not Malik Collins. I thought it was Malik Collins that got through
Hey,
like that.
Antoine Woods is a bad, bad man.
Yes, he is. Very cool man, too. Had him on the Talking to Star podcast. Good guy.
Yeah, so if we want to go back and talk about specialists, let's talk about the consistent one. LP,
The best in the business.
the best in the business.
Yeah. LP should be a perennial Pro Bowler for sure.
He finally did get one back in 2014.
Yep.
Or was it 2016? Might have been 2016 when we had like Zeke and all of them were there.
Yeah.
All right, so
2nd and 5.
Oh, get him.
Get a little bit of pressure, but he stays in there.
Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown on the
why,
coverage.
Why
but
did they have Anthony Brown on Alshon Jeffrey?
I would
Alshon Jeffrey.
assume that Alshon Jeffrey was lined up in the slot there. But I'd have to see a replay. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to the hurry up. They are getting lined up early here. I wish that the Cowboys would do this more often because you still have your coordinator in your ear up until 25 seconds left, I believe, in the play clock. So if you get lined up 15. So if you get lined up early enough, you still have your coordinator in your ear to make checks for you.
You see, but
I don't understand with a young quarterback why you don't do that more often.
Because it makes sense.
That is also true. It makes sense.
And nothing that this team has shown over Jason Garrett's tenure they do anything that makes sense.
Yeah.
And we got a 2nd and 2. And we got Randy Gregory, Jeff Heath coming in there.
Robert says, I can't wait to bench Xavier Woods for Earl Thomas next season.
There we go. I'm with him.
Well, Dalton, you buying into that?
Hey,
Earl Thomas next season? Broke leg?
yeah.
Okay.
It's not a ligament. It's not soft tissue.
He can come break his leg here, for all I care. Don't care. He's a good football player.
You know what he does? He creates turnovers.
Oh.
Ooh.
Over
Yeah, but
Zeke?
we can't pay Le'Veon. No, play them both.
Oh, okay.
Play 21 personnel all time. Ooh, 20 personnel. 3 wide receivers and 2 backs.
Oh, there we go.
I need
defense.
That right there.
Is Xavier
Wait,
Woods.
who was talking about benching Xavier Woods for
That would have been Robert.
Robert?
Well,
Robert, did you see what just happened there? That was Xavier Woods.
it's 4th and 1, and they're going to go for it. So now the Eagles are going to
Doug
go
Peterson, big cojones on
Dougie
that
P.
guy.
Yeah.
Dougie P's got big cojones.
Dougie P.
Well, when
They-
you have all the
they play to win.
confidence, when you have all the confidence in the world in your quarterback.
He wants to one up the Cowboys, show me what you can do, I can do better.
Well, the thing is with how beat up the Cowboys are and how they've been playing this year, if they lose to the Cowboys at home, it's going to be hell week for Doug Peterson and the Eagles fan base.
Oh!
Hey, stop him and
Yes.
force down!
Is that Jalen?
And we get a Jalen swipe.
Swipe.
The hot ball.
Oh, he threw
it's
up the
on
X. He threw up the X. Jalen threw up the X.
The hot boys. On fire.
Oh, there was Jordan Lewis in on the tackle, too. Jordan Lewis, Tank. So they got plenty of guys that were in there on that.
D steps up big.
Paul Nelson on YouTube says Dallas is 0-4 on the road. Go with the trend. Dallas 10, Philly 27.
Oh, man, that's some hating right there. That's
is
some straight hating
A little
right
bit
there.
of hate. Hopefully that's
No,
that's
we
not
getting a dub tonight. Dub.
Well, I'm starting to think maybe my prediction score-wise was off.
What's that?
They could blow it up in the second half. We have no idea.
Well, I'm just saying right now the way both these teams are
3-0,
struggling
yeah.
to move the football.
No, it's a defensive game is what it is right now.
What was the final score the last time Dallas was in Philadelphia? See if you know that one.
I don't know.
Was that 6-0?
That was 6-0.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Could see another one.
And that's fine. But just know, before it's over, we getting a dub tonight. I feel it. Dak Prescott's about to come out here. Jason Garrett's about to whip up some plays for Dak right now and get this thing going.
Well, let's hope Scott has some
Oh,
plays.
no, we don't want it.
You'll notice that when good offensive plays happen, it was Jason Garrett, and when the bad ones happen, it was Scott Linehan.
Yeah, because Scott Linehan calls up bogus plays. Jason Garrett's
Okay,
coaching the win.
at what point do you start blaming the quarterback for lack of execution?
All of it. Every time.
Every time. Every time.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a strong point by Dalton. But however, we
I mean, it seems like I know, like on social media a lot when I get into. I mean, Dalton, you see it all the time where I'm going back and forth with various people.
Yeah.
It's always coaching. No one ever wants to say the quarterback or the wide receiver didn't execute. He didn't run his route properly. He wasn't crisp. He wasn't coming out of his turns, out of his breaks. So it's kind of like, to me, I'm like, at one point, do you finally say, hey, it's on these players too?
Yeah. And it part of it is definitely the way that they execute or the lack of execution that they show. We've seen where things go right on a play. There's a good play call. Somebody misses a block. Dak misses a throw. The route goes the wrong way. The ball gets dropped. And I said it on the Talking the Star podcast this week. That
Dak Prescott, here we go. Coming up with some
it
plays here to
seems
get
like
us in the end zone.
it seems like on a play, if you need 4 things to go right, 3 of them go right, and that one thing is a fatal flaw on that individual play.
Yep.
Here we go. Here goes the play right here.
You know
Jalen
what's
Smith.
interesting is we talked about how we with
Jalen in on that thing.
yeah he was. It looked like that tank was
Did he
in
get
there.
his chain? Did Jalen Smith get his chain yet? From Tank Lawrence for being a hot boy?
Yeah.
When you get about 2 sacks, you get a chain?
Oh, is it 2 sacks?
Yeah, I thought
Is
it
that
was
what
2
it
sacks,
is?
you get a chain after you get 2 sacks.
Okay. Well, you know, it's interesting that we were seeing so far. I haven't heard anything on Zach yet, but they're not playing terrible.
Zach Martin is in the football game.
Is he in the football
He
game?
is in the football game.
There he is.
There he
is.
is. That is tough.
Jason Wright wants to know why can't Dak get the ball to Beasley
So
right now?
they took him into the locker room. They checked the left knee. It was stable, so he is back out there.
That's a good question for Dalton.
What's that?
He wants to know why can't Dak get the ball to Beasley? What's up
Because
with
they're
your guy
not
tonight?
calling plays for Beasley.
What's up with your guy tonight?
So what happened was Scott Linehan is icing Cole Beasley out of the offense to try.
To save his job?
No, not to save his job, to be petty because he's a petty guy.
Because he likes Dez, right?
Because he's a Dez guy.
And,
Yep.
and Cole is a Dez guy, and Cole wants money, and he is trying to make it so they don't pay him.
There we go.
Oh, here we go again.
Another
Balls.
flag on third.
Oh, it looks like it's on the defense, though.
No, we got delayed game.
Delay a game?
Was
And
it
who
delay
was
game?
delay a game on, gentlemen?
Oh, that was
Oh, they called a timeout? Okay, cool.
Okay. But you know who the delay game is on, though? Is the quarterback.
Yes.
No.
No. I never try to be mean. I just try to be objective. As a quarterback guy myself,
You see,
I put maybe too much blame on the quarterback, but
did you see my coach get that timeout out before that delayed game happened? Well, I tell you.
that was clutch, right?
Yeah, that's clutch right there.
He was ready for it.
He could have been in the middle, couldn't get that off.
So
There
that's
he
a good
is.
question. Hold on, I want
What's
to
that?
ask a question.
Go ahead.
How is it? Does it ever get confused between the clap
No.
and
You can
No?
tell
Two totally different.
My guy
He's got the
Jason Garrett.
hand placement right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, because what if you're like golf clapping and you're like kind of at the end here?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a timeout.
I'm working on getting him an endorsement of clappers. You know, little things that you.
There's a video.
They still make those?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him. An
Who made that
endorsement
video?
for clappers.
There was somebody who made a video with Jason Garrett and the clapper.
Yeah.
Yes, Eric. Zach is a troop.
Oh. No, that was Cole. Oh, Cole.
So that was a 3rd and 2 with Haloti Nada out on the edge in the flat with Cole Beasley, and
Dak Prescott
They
couldn't
couldn't
deliver him
get-
the football, right? Is that what happened?
the ball just kind of didn't get there. Let's see what happened here.
Dak
Oh,
throws
he's in
it.
the air.
So what had happened there was Dak does this thing where he levitates when he throws on the run sometimes, and that
They went for it. Who was that?
Jeff Heath,
Was that the
Oh,
goat?
we got that.
It was the goat.
the fake punt.
Yep. Hold on. I got to tweet the goat emoji just to.
Yes, you absolutely need to tweet out the goat emoji right there.
People were saying that pass was on the quarterback, and that was a terrible throw.
It was definitely on the quarterback.
Oh, sure, Dalton. It could never be on Cole Beasley. Just couldn't get there, huh?
Well, I mean, the
Cole
ball was
Beasley.
too far outside for Cole Beasley to even get a mitt on.
Yeah, he couldn't even touch it.
All right, well, we got the. Somebody on Twitter brought up a good point. Why can't Cole Beasley play quarterback? He played quarterback at Little Elm.
Yeah, he did play quarterback at Little Elm.
Oh, whoa, what's going on here? Okay.
That is the Linehan special
There
Yeah,
you
see
go.
what I'm talking about is they do
for
that
first half.
on the left side.
Yep.
They bring some kind of motion into on the
Yeah.
left side.
They
So-
try to get the defense flowing to that side of the ball.
and then you run the
The screen on the,
screen
opposite
on
side.
the front
yes.
side. Yep.
Great play drawn up by Jason Garrett on that last one. Great play.
Yep. So they had Amari Cooper. It looked like on the left side or come to the left side. And then they threw it to Zeke. And that's the Linehan special.
Man, he almost got there.
Huh?
Special?
That is the Linehan special.
It's called the Linehan special.
Hey, Zeke coined that, so
Okay.
we got to listen.
You can give me out Zeke for that one.
First and 10, nice easy ball to Dalton Schultz, who was on the field.
Well, I need to get as many tight ends on the field as I can. Can I get 14?
Because that only makes sense, right?
Can I get 14 personnel? That's my question.
Yes. And when you go 14 personnel, what do? You spread the field and you run the football outside. Because then
We
you
got
have
people calling for play action.
base
on the,
defense.
on the timeline.
Well, we need play action.
We do need play action. We
They
need
do
to
not run play action
way
enough.
more.
They don't do it enough. And it's interesting because I know my guy on Twitter, Cowboy Stats, says he puts out a lot of data on that. There's no correlation between running play action and
who's that you got on your screen?
how well you run the football.
Yeah.
Oh. We don't need to talk about that guy.
We got another penalty, another flag on the field.
What do we got? What do we got on the play? Well, penalties are killing the Cowboys right now.
Yep. Illegal motion. And that is a product of my guy Noah Brown not playing. He wasn't set. It looked like.
What did he do?
He wasn't set.
What?
He
was
kept
leaning,
moving.
He was leaning forward.
He wasn't set.
I can tell you right now, Queen Petty is not happy with the performance of this game right now.
Look at her face. She's
She's
not happy.
She's not happy.
Second and 11.
She's a big-time Dak Prescott
What do
fan,
you
too.
guys predict here on second and 11 before the play happens?
They're going to run the ball.
It's going to be a run up the middle, run up the middle, run up the middle. Yeah, run up the middle.
Oh, they didn't.
Oh.
Wide receiver.
Michael Gallup.
Was that
Yeah, they got the ball out there to Michael Gallup quick. It was a little bit of a wide receiver screen there. It looked like our guy Lyle Collins was out there.
Yep, out there running in front of my other guy, Michael Gallup.
Yeah.
So,
the guy.
Yeah, so a lot of good things here. I want to see what do they do on 3rd and 2? Did they go back to Cole Beasley here?
Now let's run up the middle.
I think on 3rd and 2 in opponent's territory,
Eric says he likes our third situations tonight.
should really run the zone read here if it were me, because you still have 4th down to go for it.
All right. And
There it is.
Cole Beasley. There we go. So it looked like the same play.
That was the same exact play they tried to run prior to.
So they came back to
he
it.
caught that one this time, right?
Yes, he did.
All right.
Hey, so you know what the good thing is when the Cowboys run a certain play and they do well in it, Scott Linehan throws it in the trash and saves it. He saves it for the playoffs.
Now I want you to remember, you guys. I told you Dak Prescott was going to get us in the end zone on this drive. So,
well, we're going to find out.
yeah, Jason Garrett has called some unbelievable plays out here right now. This is great. This is great.
Jason Garrett getting all of the credit today.
Yeah.
All of the credit. All right.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Cowboys in 11 personnel. They take a shot downfield to Amari Cooper, and it's just overthrown.
Yeah, Douglas is having trouble staying up
Not
with Amari.
quite enough air under that pass.
We got the
maybe
American
Amari
team
Cooper
page
could
there.
have ran just a little. Let me see.
Let
me see here.
A little bit
Okay,
faster.
look at that.
Check out that release.
Here we go.
He ain't even get a hand on him.
Vosh. Arms out, Vosh. Look at that, Vosh. That's arms out. Could have put the arms out now.
I don't think it would have mattered.
Nah.
I don't think.
But I'll take that. That was a shot downfield.
Oh, there's that zone read you're talking about.
Ezekiel! No!
He had to hit it with a Zeke leap, and then he loses his balance.
Ezekiel, man, I needed that. I have you on fantasy, bud.
No, Zach.
I needed those points.
Oh, man, Zeke is just
Dalton
Zeke the freak.
Clearly only concerned about his fantasy football points right now, as he is not, as he is upset about that last play. Hey, good thing is that Zeke did that, but the bad thing is Dak Prescott's in the red zone, guys.
Oh, boy. This is where it tightens up.
Where
And what do they do?
Did you see what they did on that last?
Oh, here we go.
Play action.
Real quick.
Go, Dick, go. Oh, okay.
Real quick, did you see what happened on that last play? So they were in 11 personnel. They had the tight end on the left side. They had all 3 receivers on the right. They had Ezekiel Elliott out wide on the left, and then they motioned him in. There was nobody on that side of the field after he motioned back in. It was just a corner and 1 linebacker.
Uh-huh.
They played the numbers there, ran that zone read to that side. The give was there because the defensive end
Dalton,
sat.
Yep.
get ready to update this score. Dak Prescott is about to get us in the end zone. I told you. What a great
Let's
drive.
go. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line.
Hand that thing off the seat. Let's
And
get up in
they're
there.
running it out of the shotgun, which is surprising.
Oh, no.
Oh.
What? Ah!
I kind of feel like that's where you want to run play action,
What are we doing? We called another timeout?
especially there in the red zone.
In this situation,
We only have 1 timeout, guys. Oh, they're challenging.
I think he was out.
Yeah, he was out. I mean, it's only a matter of
Dougie
a couple
P.
yards,
Dougie
but
P's
I
like,
mean,
no.
it's a
Dougie P
smart
said
challenge.
they're gonna go
But
So what I would do in this situation is I would spread the field, put them in 10 personnel, spread the field, and then run the ball off tackle. Run the ball
for that. What we do, Big John?
right
What we
off
do?
of your big man, Tyron Smith.
Doesn't matter, really, does it?
yeah, you
Good explanation.
you know what it almost felt like? Austin Powers. Allow myself to introduce myself. That's what it felt like listening to him.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Do you challenge for a couple of yards? If it doesn't affect a first down, second down, because they have to score here.
I don't personally, because in the grand scheme of things, what is 1 or 2 yards in this situation when you're already facing what is a bad red zone offense?
Right.
So what is the point in challenging to gain
Because
a couple
as
more
they
yards?
get closer to the end zone, that's where it becomes tighter because there's less room.
Yeah,
So you'd almost want them to be closer.
exactly.
But again,
Yeah, it's not like Dak Prescott is tearing it up in the red zone tonight, guys.
No, he's not, Nick. And he could, but they don't give him opportunities to use his legs in the red zone. They did on that
it's
last play.
The problem being that Scott Linehan likes to do this thing where he takes a square peg and he tries to jam it in a round hole.
Yep.
Huh?
I say
Like-
that all the time.
What I'm
Oh,
saying
you
is,
know.
Okay.
you
Oh,
know,
you know.
he
Shows
is.
got real provocative, guys.
Yeah. Well, the problem here is he's trying to say, "Hey, Dak, be a pocket passer," when we all know Dak is not a pocket passer.
No, not at all.
He's a guy that you want running, read options, zone reads, play action. The thing is that, I think the big problem is they need to go to plays where they're only giving Dak 1 or 2 reads.
Yeah.
Anything more than that is where he's hesitating and why they're not pulling the trigger.
Make sure if you haven't hit the like button on the Phantom page, and if you need a chance to, go like the BFB page. Go follow Dalton on Twitter at Cowboys_DBM.
Cowboys _DBM.
He's doing that all 22 thing over there where he breaks down footage and gets you caught up on what's going on out there in the field.
I do, yes.
He does do that. Also, go follow Patrick Conn. He writes some good articles over there.
WFAA guy here.
Yeah.
And you can follow him on Twitter at DraftCowboys.
Got some good stuff going on out there.
Yeah, Joe is saying, just give the ball to Zeke. So what do you think? Give the ball to Zeke?
Jay Jeezy's just looking like, don't worry, I got to play.
As an Ezekiel Elliott fantasy owner, yes, I give the ball to Zeke here.
Oh, you condone that, huh?
Yes.
You're all for a Zeke touchdown.
I
right?
need a Zeke touchdown.
Yeah,
tonight.
did you not see the score before the game? It was terrible.
Uh-oh, Dak's going. Dak's going. Oh!
But those are the type
That's a
plays.
good play, though.
That's a good play. This execution was lacking. You know, and
That was Fletcher Cox.
It's
inside.
Fletcher Cox. I mean, you know, he's him. Let's see. Yeah, because he's lined up. Oh, I mean, he just threw Zach Martin out of the way. I mean, so.
Yeah, so obviously Zach isn't 100% in there.
And nobody
is
expects him to
something
be.
We already know, yeah.
Nobody expects him to be. I mean, he's going out there. He's trying to help his football team win a game.
3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Jeff Swaim comes in motion at the bottom of your screen.
Just don't let him. Okay.
Dak Prescott
good.
drops back to pass. Nobody open.
And he tripped over himself.
And he takes the sack.
He tripped over. Everybody loves that guy, Michael Bennett.
Oh, my
Yep.
God.
Everybody loves that guy.
The life has just been sucked out of here at Tailgate Tavern. It's Dak Prescott.
There were a couple screens.
There were a
there.
couple screens.
And that really was a coverage sack. There
Big
was
John has confirmed that he's not
nobody
upset
open.
about what just happened.
Nobody
There
was
was
open.
there was nobody open there, was it? But can we talk about that real quick?
He held on to the ball too long there, Dalton.
Could he have stepped up in the pocket there?
What pocket? He didn't know how to do that.
He really needs to learn how to climb the pocket.
Yes.
Because the problem with Dak is
6-0.
he hears footsteps when there's nobody around him,
Mm-hmm.
and that's his biggest issue. So we have a.
So right now we have a repeat right now
Of last year.
Last year's season finale.
No, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, the season finale where the Eagles basically just said here.
Didn't want to play anybody.
And you know, that game bothered me last year. You know why? Because we lost draft position over that.
We did lose draft position over that.
They could have got 5 picks higher. Would it have made a difference? I don't know. I think that they were going to go Leighton Vander Esch anyway. But
Yeah, so do I.
But I also, as a draft guy,
But
I love higher picks.
They could have had who will possibly be Rookie of the Year on defense at the safety position, playing for the Chargers. Can't think of. I can't think.
You thinking
Why
of
can't I
Derwin
think
James?
Yes. Jesus. I just had a brain fart there. Yes, Derwin James, who right now has a bid for rookie of the
State?
year.
Florida State?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
Florida
State guy.
And
We could have had a Florida State guy back in
multiple-
2016 too.
He's got multiple sacks.
Mm-hmm.
He's got multiple interceptions.
I am a Cowboys guy. I don't know what those are.
That is very true. That's something that we could have known if we would have lost that game and had the draft position to take Derwin James.
Yeah, but it's almost, you know what though? It's probably almost better that it happened the way it did, because the Cowboys would need a linebacker this year.
Yeah, because we all know that our guy Sean Lee can't stay healthy.
And
Please tell me he's not your guy anymore.
Sean Lee will always be my guy. I'm sorry.
he's my future linebackers coach. That's
Oh, absolutely.
Wait. So you want that guy to coach your
Listen,
team?
Sean Lee doesn't have to teach people not to get hurt, because you can't do that.
Well, how's he going to teach him anything? How's he going to teach him to stay on the field? Because he can't do that.
He doesn't have to teach them to stay on the field. They have to stay on the field themselves.
No, but he can teach them, get them in the film room, teach them how to.
It sounds like he can only coach somebody past 3 games because that's how long he stays on the
He's
field.
one of the smartest football players.
No.
That is, yes.
Is he really?
He's got a high football IQ.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I just never see it translate on the field. He's always hurt.
Well, it translates when he's
wait.
on the field.
Well, you just told me you don't watch football.
What's that?
You just told me you don't watch football.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, every
You said
time
it doesn't translate on the field. His high football IQ does translate.
I get what you're saying. When he's hurt and then they take him over the sideline, he's teaching the players, right? That's what it translates. Yeah.
I can't deal with this guy. All right.
Well, yeah, maybe he'll coach or something.
Robert says we had the draft capital to move up and take Derwin James. We did, but Robert, I would like to say it probably would have taken another one of your premium picks to move up to get Derwin James.
It probably
So you would have lost either Connor Williams, who is your starting left guard, Michael Gallup, who is
You're
your
starting.
starting X wide receiver. Well, Z right now, I guess, is what they're playing him at, because
Yeah.
they're playing Amari Cooper at the X. But you would have lost somebody, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to give up capital for starting players.
And
you want to give up capital when you're receiving starting players, but you don't want to give up the possibility of drafting a starting player.
And you could have possibly given up draft capital for this upcoming season, and that prevents you from getting Amari Cooper.
Yes. Yeah.
Not that it would have took a 1, but it could have taken other picks, and then you're less likely to give up your
Robert, I can confirm that LVE would not have made it to pick 50. LVE would have made it nowhere close. The NFL was very high on him because of the upside we're seeing right now.
I know the Patriots liked him.
Of course the Patriots like him because the Patriots like good football players.
And they like defensive players.
Yes, they do.
Uh-oh.
Carson Wentz fakes the pitch, finds an open receiver crossing over the middle. That is Nelson Aguilar.
And who drags him down?
And
Leighton Vander
our
Esch.
guy Leighton Vander Esch drags him down.
LVE, as Dalton like to call him. Oh, we've got another LVE supporter. Not only is Queen Petty a Dak supporter, but she's an LVE supporter now.
Why not my guy Jalen?
Why not Sean Lee? Yeah, why not? Yeah,
Carson Wentz delivers the pass for a first down.
Ertz again. That guy's.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, after the season, you save $7 million if you get rid of him.
I've been screaming at
Bring
for
him
like
back
weeks.
as a coach.
I've been screaming at since
Yeah,
the beginning of the season.
you can do that. There's some other moves that they could look at too. Terrence Williams. They move him. That's going to save you some money. It's actually going to save you about $5 million, I believe.
No, that ain't happening. Zach Ertz, he
Whoa.
ain't Zach Ertz.
Anthony Brown there going one-on-one against Zach Ertz
And it
and
didn't
not
turn out-
completely getting destroyed is something that I like to see.
Well,
What would have happened there if that would have been Byron Jones, guys?
Zach Ertz would have never saw the football.
Well, if he was off of him and had to come up and try to make a tackle.
That would have been first down.
I think it was first down anyway.
It was first down anyways, but
But I'm saying it would have been just get out of my way first down.
yeah, I got you.
Well,
I
okay,
get
so
what you're saying.
but if my guy Jeff Heath ran over there, football's coming loose.
I think Tower
football
2
would have probably
I
come
think
loose,
Tower
yes.
2 is on the way, guys. As I'm looking here, as he comes over, Tower 2 has arrived. The second tower of beer has been delivered. Tovash he's leaning.
Tovash, good sir.
Tovash is leaning a little bit.
Tovash, good sir. Would you mind?
There you go. The second tower has been delivered of beer.
All right.
Big John looks excited.
We like beer here.
As we're pouring up here, but
Very,
yeah.
very,
So,
very
y'all-
Brett Kavanaugh-ish.
so do we think that they're going to possibly take the go-ahead score here? The way that they're moving the
I
football
hope
right
not.
now. The way they're moving the football right now, it's basically Wentz and Zach Ertz.
Here's the thing: is I'm not happy with 7-6 at halftime because I know what happens after halftime with this football team. Thank you, Tovash.
Okay, so are you have no faith in second half adjustments?
Absolutely not.
They don't know what second half adjustments are.
It's not even just the adjustments. It's that they come out and just look flat. The
Yep.
offense doesn't move the football whatsoever. The offense doesn't move the ball, so they have to punt it right away. When they punt it, the defense stays on the field, and then the offense scores points. Not our offense. The opposing team's offense scores points. Eric says this is why field goals hurt so much. For all that work, you're one touchdown away from them taking the lead. Field goals kill you slowly. Yes. It's exactly what happens. RJ Choppy, the fan,
Ralph James.
Ralph James said,
Ralph James Shelby, huh?
when you look at it, a field goal in the first half actually hurts your win probability.
Well, when you look at it, it hurts your field probability.
Are we talking about counting numbers, or are we talking? We are not.
Well, hold on.
talking about-
I mean, RJ's like the biggest Dak homer ever.
Yes, but he has been slowly running away from that.
Oh,
as well.
is he?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I would tune in and listen to the fan that early, but I'm asleep at that time.
Yeah. See, I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning.
Well,
good military man right there.
Except for probably tomorrow. I might just not go to sleep. I still have 1,000 more words to write.
Ball come loose.
So what had happened there? Was
I
nobody
don't-
was in the vicinity to pick that
Are
up.
you still writing that paper?
Yeah, I'm still
No,
writing
that's
that paper.
that was actually an incomplete pass.
Oh, was it?
He did not make a football move, whatever that means. See, look. Oh, there was Xavier Woods. Pulled that ball
was
loose.
Xavier Woods making another play. That doesn't look like any of the
Right.
any of our pages.
All right, so do we want to discuss what is a catch?
I would love to discuss what a catch is, except I don't know what a catch is.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I know that wasn't a catch. That one was easy. Yeah. But see, what about the catch last week along the sideline that who ripped that out? It might have been Cheeto. But they spun over on his back and ripped the ball out before he actually flipped over.
Oh, there's Cheeto again.
Woo!
Man, Fox, go across
Did
there.
he even
Cheeto.
look?
I don't.
He didn't even look.
He
He
just-
just stuck his hand out there.
But look, you have to watch him because how he comes
At
flying
halftime,
into the
I'm walking
picture.
to Walmart right here and get some Cheetos.
Watch this. He just
Look at that cheat.
nope. I mean, you're right. He didn't look at all. He's watching
He watched
Alshon,
Alshon Jeffrey's hands there.
and he was like, "I'll just stick my hand out here." That was a fantastic play. Those are the types of plays we have been waiting on Cheeto to make.
Yes.
Because he's really been getting just burned.
I don't care if he doesn't get his head around if he's able to do it. We have to be able to get more of a pass rush than what we have so far.
Yeah, we do. They need to get back to whatever Randy Gregory was doing early on.
And it's not consistent, which is the issue. We get sacks, but we don't get consistent pressures.
Look at this. It's 4th and 10, and they're going for it.
I know what. I'm going to get
They're
some,
on their side of the field.
I'm going to get some Cheetos over here at this
The
this
Walmart across
right
the
here.
street.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to get
All right, so let's see here.
The offense seems to be going for it.
Yeah, it's
I like this call
That's a
because
minute-
they're on their side of the field. Minute 38
and
left.
there's only got 5 seconds to snap the ball, so let's see if they actually. Yep.
Timeout, Dallas.
Dallas calls the timeout. Yeah, so
Way
they're
to bail 'em out.
they're at the 40 here. I mean, I agree with it. Your offense hasn't shown any consistency. You're down 6-0 at home in a game that you were expected to run away with.
Yes.
So I think there's something to what Brian Broaddus said before the game of the desperate team theory.
Well, and I think that this.
Dez is watching the game.
I think that this
gotta
defense
confirm?
felt disrespected after last week. The defense had issues last week, and it's mostly because of, Marcus Mariota's play on 3rd down. But the offense not letting them off of the field, and they got tired. But they're coming out here today and really taking it to this Philadelphia offense.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, and do you think that had something to do with how much of a fireball coach that Chris Richard is?
It definitely could be. And the fight
Where's your mic?
The fight, I was just talking to him. The fight at the beginning of the game could have given them some extra motivation to come out and kick some ass as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to get, like I said, we said that earlier in the telecast that his, how do I put this? His demeanor on the sideline, to see that he's like in the middle of it, it makes you want to jump through a brick wall for him. It makes you want to fight for that guy. So, and I know a lot of people were talking earlier today about on Twitter, like the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of people were saying Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
There's John DeFilippo, the offensive coordinator in Minnesota. And some people were like, hey, why aren't we not talking about Chris Richard? Now, I just think that it's going to be an offensive-minded coach. But, I mean, there's going to be a lot of talk about Chris Richard
As the head coach?
as the head coach.
Yeah.
I mean, as a potential head coach.
56-yard attempt here.
Oh, they're going
They
for
are
the
kicking the field goal.
And
it will.
Oh, it's
get
good.
Oh, he barely got it.
He got it.
That is a bad graphic. Yeah. Said it would have been good from 61.
How do they They're kind of like
How they finding
Is
that
that like the in baseball?
That's all that next gen stuff.
Is that like in baseball where it said
They
the home
track
run the home run track, how far
they
it would have
track
gone?
track the arc.
We're still getting this dub, guys.
speed.
We're still getting this dub.
Well, we
6-3.
got 6-3, so we need to update our graphic here.
We just need another field goal. Get out of here with a win. Yeah. I'm sorry, Saints? I don't know anything about the Saints. Well, didn't the Cowboys lose to the Titans last week?
So our ball speed 72 miles an hour, apex 42 feet. That is a badass little graphic.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, Doug.
I've never seen that before.
I'm getting heckled by a Denver Broncos fan.
Well, I mean, you should be getting heckled.
A Denver Broncos fan. What
what's wrong with that?
Aren't you guys close to firing your coach? I hope so.
Whoa. Not a Vance
Colorado's
Joseph fan, huh?
fantastic.
Whoa.
Wait.
But the Denver Broncos are afraid to fire the GM
Oh yeah.
because he's a legend. No. I mean, you should fire the legend, but. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Why are we having Bronco talk today?
That's fair.
That's fair.
Okay.
How many?
I blame it on the legal weed.
It's the altitude there. You can't play there. Certain players
All
can't
right,
go there.
so are we going to see the hurry up? Here we go, Amari Cooper.
Now, Dak is real good at hurry up offense.
You know, it was
Dak
interesting.
Prescott is good in the hurry up.
You know, it's interesting. Last week, all of Amari Cooper's catches went for first downs or a touchdown.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Well, no, you'll be tired.
This should be their set right here all the time.
Exactly. They don't even need to change that. Look out, Dak.
He did it again. If you'll notice that every time that Dak Prescott goes to scramble, he turns his
Spins
back.
out to his left.
He spins out to. I was like, okay, you're not Tony Romo.
He's
Stop
not
with the
Tony
spin.
Romo.
Stop with the spin. But the thing that happens though is he's always turning his back to the defenders.
Yeah.
Every time.
What he was doing was he's looking for Amari Cooper.
Yeah, we had.
Look at that. Look at that.
Gallup.
Michael Gallup all wide open. As Dalton gives a look, Michael Gallup wide open, and we missed him. Wide open.
Michael Gallup was kind of open there, sir.
I wouldn't say wide open, but he was.
I said kind of.
Well, you know, I know. Walt
He
said
already
wide.
had to step.
But when you
Did you have a step or two on him? Yeah.
Here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing with that is when you're in that situation, you can't take that sack. You have a wide receiver running a 9 route down the sideline. That is a free throwaway.
Mm-hmm.
That 9 route is your free get out of jail card.
Just throw it.
Throw it out of bounds his way.
Yeah, these are Scott Linehan plays. I can tell. These aren't Jason Garrett plays.
Couldn't be.
There we go.
Never.
All right, so we
Jason
got
Garrett never
second
calls
23 with a minute, and they're on the draw.
I mean,
Hey, those are some good garbage time yards for me.
I mean,
Jason Garrett is trying to let Scott Linehan call some plays here to try to get his feet wet, get him out of trouble, whatever. He calls these plays right here. It's ridiculous.
hey, at this point, just let Kellen call the plays then, whatever.
Why not?
No, I think JG. You're going to see JG's take back over play calling.
Doug Nussmeier is the bet. And he was last offense coordinator for the Florida Gators, I believe last season. You know what's interesting though about Doug Nussmeier?
What's that?
Let's just say that they fired Scott Linehan.
Yeah?
He was with Scott Linehan. He was on Scott Linehan's staff in St. Louis as their quarterback coach. So it'd be interesting if they could fire Linehan and make Nussmeier.
3rd and 15 with 58 seconds left. They run a screen to
Gallup.
Who gets the first down and more. And he gets out of bounds at about the 36-yard line or
That
so.
is a really smart play there. Third and 15?
3rd and 15.
Yeah, kind of get the guy. You got to get the guys out front, get them in running, and that just shows you the type of athlete that Michael Gallup is. The one thing that I haven't seen this year that I saw Michael Gallup do in college is he was really good at tracking the ball.
Yes.
It was almost like you were watching a center fielder.
Oh, thanks a lot, Dalton.
What?
You turned that on.
What did I
You
do?
got that. They got us in the background.
Got who in the background?
Cole Beasley.
What?
Yeah, we can hear that instead of us.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
My apologies. I couldn't hear that in my mic because my mic's not on my ears.
Yep. So,
That is Dalton's guy, Cole Beasley. Look out for them to be
but
putting a
it's
rap out
the
in
one
2020.
the one good thing you saw there on that pass is you saw Dak Prescott climb up into the pocket.
And another good thing there is it went to Cole Beasley.
Well, yeah, you
of course,
want to throw
of
the
course,
ball.
Dalton lost that. What you know is that him and Cole are producing an album together in 2020.
I don't
They
rap,
call
sir.
that DC?
I don't rap, sir.
You don't rap?
No.
He just
not.
does
So
the
they're
beat.
collaborating, and he's working behind. That's that paper he's writing.
He does the beats.
That paper
I'm
he's writing is
honestly-
Cole's album. He's writing Cole's album.
I do,
okay.
yes.
All right.
I am a writer, so.
So that's what that paper he's been working on since Monday. That he's going home to work on tonight.
Yep. Do it 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay, so you got 40 seconds. You're
Coach
in
needs
the
his-
red
Coach
zone.
needs his lyrics, man.
Cowboys have been in the red zone. Was this their third trip into the red zone?
Third trip into the red zone.
But Dak Prescott Jason Garrett will call the right play to get us in the
Okay.
end zone.
Okay, well.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, Hearns.
Allen Hearns down at the 1 yard line.
Oh, here we go. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Just sneak it in. Just
Spike
sneak
it.
it. Sneak
Spike
it.
it.
Hey,
Spike it.
hold on, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Oh, he went.
There goes Dak. And
Touchdown, Dak Prescott on the quarterback sneak.
And we go take potentially.
Oh, they're ringing the bell here.
Oh, they're ringing the bell here at the Tailgate
It's time
Tavern.
to ring the victory bell.
Let's get another shot at Queen Petty there. She is one more time, Queen Petty, for the people at home.
More shots.
Oh man, they ring a bell
Oh,
here
man.
at Tailgate.
I know this
Tavern.
isn't Cowboy related, but I just saw this that the fear is Cooper Kupp has tore his ACL.
Oh
for the
no,
Rams.
I'm a
Yeah.
Rams guy.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp.
I'm a Rams guy. I
That's
forgot, I'm a
according
Rams
to Ian
guy. I'm a Rams
Rappaport.
guy. Yeah.
Is it the real rap? Is there a check mark?
It came from Cameron
Oh,
Silva.
Cameron said it. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. Cameron's my guy.
Yeah, Cameron's good dude.
Cameron's
Good
my guy.
people.
Yeah, he runs the Rams Wire for USA Today
Yeah.
Sports. All right, so most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in Cowboys history.
Dak's fired
Dak
up.
has
I'm
just
fired
tied
up.
Don Meredith for second most all time at 15. He's only 5 behind Roger.
He'll get there too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because Roger was not – I mean, he was a runner, but he wasn't as big of a runner.
We got some OU fans here in the house also with Queen Petty saying that
I
they
agree.
want
I agree.
Lincoln's not ready.
Leave Lincoln. Leave him there.
Hey,
for
no.
now.
I need Lincoln to go to the NFL.
No, we're not.
No.
He ain't gonna leave to be an OC.
No, what I need now they're arguing about Lincoln.
Yep.
I need
Lincoln Riley.
I
yes.
need Lincoln Riley to go to the NFL, and I need Matt Campbell.
okay.
I need both of them out of the Big
I
12.
love Matt Campbell so much. Oh, yeah, you're Tech fan here.
Yeah,
Tech
yeah.
fan.
Yeah, I
needs
need Lincoln
and
Riley
Matt
out.
Campbell to leave.
Okay, either I need Lincoln Riley to leave and go to the NFL, or I need him to come back to Tech. That's what I need. Because Cliff is probably going to get fired this year.
Guys, that dub is looking real
I will
good
be
right
so
now.
upset if Coach Bro gets fired.
Well, I mean, it's he's averaging 5-6 wins a season. That's just not. I mean, even in Tech's, usually their best years were 10 wins.
Well, here's what
but
happened.
they usually do 8 to 9.
The issue with that is you had Mike Leach, who can bring an 8-win season to Kansas if he wanted to.
Oh, you saw what he's doing in Washington State.
Yes.
I mean, that team it's been bad for years.
Gardner Minshew is a senior transfer, who has come in and mastered the air raid offense in 6 months. And that is all due to the genius of one Mike Leach.
My guy Jeff Heath almost picked off Wentz
Yes.
on a diving chance across the middle. And that's why I think Dak Prescott doesn't like to throw across the middle.
Because there's safeties there.
Joe
Well, just because, there's a chance for
Joe says he
and look at that. Look who's carrying Aguilar up
Carrying
the field.
Aguilar up the
Joe
middle.
says that he wish he could yell, but his neighbors are sleeping right now.
Of course they are. It's 3:30 or 3:50 in the morning there.
Jason on the timeline says, "Go get Lincoln."
I agree. D. Filippo.
Let him cook. Queen Patty says, "Let him cook."
There goes the screen pass. I can't see. Is that Wendell? There's Leighton Vander Esch, Jeff Heath.
The GOAT, Jeff Heath. And
Jeff
it
Heath.
is halftime.
You guys got to get off of that. You guys got to
All
get
right.
off of that.
And I'll be back.
Eagles fans are booing? Wait, Cowboy fans were booing last week. As we get halftime caught up. Are you stepping away, Pat?
At halftime, ladies and gentlemen, it is 13-3. Your Dallas Cowboys lead the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia.
I'm going to slide down here. Actually, I'm going to take this one. No, you're fine. And I want to see if maybe we can get Queen Patty to come over here real quick. I know she's been dying.
Did that get unplugged?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's been charging up the whole time. I'm going to give her that one. I'm going to take this.
Yeah, he's going to come down here. Yeah, that can be over there.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's the hot spot.
As Queen Patty joins the broadcast here.
You might want to let her do that herself.
We don't want to mess up her hair.
Yeah.
I'm in between two people.
Trust me, I know.
I'm in between two people who care about their hair. As Dalton has yet to run his fingers through it tonight. Are you gonna give her?
I haven't had to. Oh,
Yes,
I have.
I have.
Yeah, there you go.
I have.
Oh, okay.
Watched him.
Oh, you did? I missed it.
But I
I've
have
seen
to.
The signature Dalton move.
I got to keep it out of my. See, here's the thing: is I have eczema in my eyelids.
Uh-huh.
So when my hair gets in my eyes,
Yeah.
it flares up the eczema.
Uh-huh.
So,
So
especially now that it's starting to get cold, it gets drier.
Okay.
So my eyes actually start to crack, my eyelids. So I got to keep my hair out of my eyes.
So why do you do it so slow and make sure you get the whole dramatization?
gotta
There
get
you
the
go.
whole thing. You don't want to just like real fast because it might get caught. When it gets caught, then you pull your hair, and then you look like an idiot.
I mean, hair pulling is not exactly a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Sometimes it's not a bad thing.
Oh,
But
let
in
me
situations
segue
where-
into this. We're joined by a very special person right now. This is Queen Patty, and she does 12-pack. That is.
12-pack on DallasOnAir.com on Wednesday nights at 8:30 to 10:30. We are your #1 spot on Wednesdays.
All right. And you guys are still drinking 12. You guys are knocking 12-packs back live on air.
Oh yeah, 12 plus more.
And we have the main drinker right there.
Yeah, my co-host John is here. BJ is here. T-Bag.
I'm sorry. What's his name again?
BJ.
BJ.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, does that stand for Big John, right?
Big John.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Big John.
And you got it's TJ, right?
T-Bag.
T-Bag. They have a guy named T-Bag.
T-Bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have.
Those are some very radio names.
Very good.
And I'm Queen Petty,
Yes.
of course. And
I
then
named her
we have,
that.
We have intern Amy as well. She runs our chat line. So.
Well, it's funny. The reason why she got the name Queen Petty, you probably heard her over there heckling me about Des Bryant.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the type of petty things she's into.
Oh, I say petty. Can we cuss on this?
Yeah, it's
okay,
let it rip.
I say petty shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
So now we just saw that you are off the Sean Lee bandwagon. You want him gone also?
oh, baby, I've been off the Sean Lee bandwagon. I commented on your show like maybe 4 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
I was watching you all.
Yeah, we did. We saw that. And what's
That
your
was when he was still hurt.
I was
Yeah.
calling for his job. Like I'm ready for him to go. I mean, he stays injured. So what benefit does he have to the team? Like,
I'm trying to figure that out.
why are we paying him? You get paid to do a job. Come do your job. If you can't do your job,
Julie, you didn't
then,
know?
You
didn't know?
have your job.
He's getting paid to coach on the sidelines.
Apparently.
Because that's what I seen him do the other day. But
Apparently.
some people say he's the most smartest person on the
So pay him
roster.
coach money.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Money.
Because here's the thing about coach money, guys. It doesn't take away from the salary.
Oh yeah. Well then he did.
Exactly. Pay him coach money
Yeah.
and let him do what he does and coach. Coach who he has to coach. He gets injured too much. I mean, that's the thing we had with Romo. He was injured all the time. So, I mean, we couldn't.
Oh, she's been
we
waiting
never
at.
knew.
See, that was another petty. You can catch that. That was a petty jab right
waiting
there.
for the
That was a petty
Romo-
jab.
for the
That's
Romo
right.
talk right there.
We're getting here. It says, God, she's beautiful.
Oh,
Bodyguard here, beautiful. What up? Somebody offering bodyguard service to Julie.
Stop.
I'm just
Isaac.
Stop.
Isaac is shooting his shot, and offering his services.
Easy.
Isaac was with us last week. Isaac was actually on with us last week.
Yeah, this is a gentleman who was watching at home and decided to come from his home to watch,
Yes.
to be a part of the show.
Well, Isaac, why are you not here right now? Like,
Well-
I don't understand.
He might get in the car and drive here now that he's
Well.
seeing you and thinking you're beautiful.
Easy.
Now, what's going on with your guy Dak Prescott tonight? You got any insight?
You know, Dak for me is on one more year of a full ride scholarship with me. Like, I've almost lost my faith in him.
Oh no!
I have. I mean, when you make throws like you're throwing, I mean, you're not impressing me the way you did your first year. So your value to me is going down.
There's something going on over there, some type of fiasco. Big John, what's going on over there? What's going on over there, Big John?
I don't know. It's really loud over there. Like,
It is,
I'm
but-
scared. I'm scared.
No, don't do that.
Scared. I might need a bodyguard now.
Isaac is willing to protect you if anything was to pop off tonight. Don't worry about it.
Well, Isaac's not here, so I don't know what's going on.
He may. It took him. It took him all of 5 minutes to get to Henry's Tavern last week.
Yeah, he lived. So,
It was all about 5 minutes. One minute he said he was coming. Next I looked up, he was there.
Isaac lives in Craig Ranch, which is right up there by Henry's. So it actually took him like 15 minutes to get there. But yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, what 30? He could be here in 30.
I'll be gone by then.
Now, yeah. So you say you're almost off today?
I'm giving Dak one more year. Now he's officially got all the tools that he needs to perform his job well, or to be evaluated, basically.
Okay.
So we've given him the tools. Jerry has given him the tools, the weapons that he needs. So now he needs to prove his worth, really. And so if he doesn't prove his worth in the next year, then I think that, yeah, he is rightfully gone off the team. I think that Jerry is rightfully so in saying, you know what, we're choosing somebody else. But he has come out and said, we're not going with anybody else. Dak is
He's getting extension.
So, I have to question Jerry then at that point.
Oh, no.
I have to in his decision-making skills. Like, are you serious?
You've been in a managerial role. You evaluate a lot of things.
I evaluate a lot of things. I evaluate a lot of people and their productivity to the team. And so if you're not a part of my team, if you're not basically, pulling your weight on this team,
Oh, no.
then
You
I
got
don't need you.
to let
I
him
don't
go.
need you. I've got to look for somebody else. The thing with Dak, though, is that he has nobody putting fire up under his ass and questioning whether somebody else can do the job better.
And
Tony Romo had that with Dak.
Yeah.
Dak was a little bit better than Tony Romo at the end of his tenure there, right? So Dak has nobody. Well, who does he have? He has Cooper Rush.
And
who
then
sucks.
Yeah, and then when Dak was in his rookie year and Tony Romo got healthy, he had Tony Romo pushing him, because if Dak Prescott doesn't perform when Romo gets healthy,
Exactly.
Romo goes back in. And that's an
Who does
interesting
Dak have?
Nobody.
Nobody.
And that's an interesting point that you bring up. My wife does not watch football. She watched the Detroit Lions game. We went to the game, and immediately she saw the way that Dak Prescott carried himself, and immediately said he doesn't look like he wants to be out there.
He does not fear.
That fire.
He doesn't fear losing his job.
Yeah.
Especially with Jerry behind him saying, you are the quarterback of the future. You're only
Yeah.
the quarterback of the future because there is nobody else behind you.
Yeah.
Now,
And-
if we got Tua Tagovailoa or Kyler Murray or who else? Like a better quarterback
Yeah.
of the future right now.
Yeah.
And he jumped in. And he was the backup. I think Dak would fear like, oh, shit. I might lose my job to this younger, faster, more,
To a credit to what you both said, I think that's why the front office is not blaming them. Feels like the front office is taking the heat for this season, because they know they kind of screwed up when they let Dez and Jason Witten go and they didn't replace them. So that's why they're not really putting it on Dak or Jason Garrett right now.
The Jason Witten situation is fascinating to me, because nobody saw that coming.
There's
when
no
it
way
happened.
they didn't know he was getting ready to leave. You have to go try out for ESPN.
And they knew that he had tried out, but I don't think he had made his decision until after that first round pick. I think that he wanted them to take a wide receiver. I think that he wanted them to take Calvin Ridley to take a little bit
Of the
pressure off of him and help Dak Prescott out, which they didn't do until they traded for Amari Cooper.
And I think
So you think that he pulled the petty move and said, you know what, you didn't play the way I wanted you to play, so I'm done?
I don't think that he would do it to be petty because I think
He
that
just
Jason
looked around.
Witten-
When you think about it, when you look around, he would have been the oldest person in the locker room while everybody's playing
he wants a
Fortnite and doing the
champion-
Dougie.
Yeah, he wants a
What would he be
championship.
doing?
And he knows that this team isn't going to win a championship.
No, that was the
And
point
I
of
think that he might have just came to that realization at that point in time.
And I think that
He probably thought, you know what, I can make just as much money
And not get hurt.
or not get hurt by calling games.
Now,
It's a smart decision.
And that way he got to fix his hair. He doesn't have to put a
God.
helmet on anymore. He's got his hair back.
well, you would know
so
about that hair deal.
I would.
But
yeah.
that Jason Witten's retirement is what I think led to Dez Bryant getting cut, because after they looked around, it's like, all right, wait a minute, Romo's gone, Witten gone. There's no point of keeping Dez Bryant anymore. It's
Is this
pointless.
my beer right here?
Yeah, that's Dr. Pepper over there.
No, that has. Can I have my beer? It's sitting.
Oh,
right
okay,
there.
that's it.
I'm getting thirsty. I'm sorry.
Well,
That's what I do.
before we go back to you, you're getting a lot of love here on the deal.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
There was one I said. Isaac said that he would bodyguard for you for free because you're so beautiful. Joe from Italy says he's moving back to Texas if all the ladies are so lovely like you are.
They're not.
You're close.
Joe, we got some good ones around here.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. Like they're better than me.
Robert says
Y'all
Come on
Robert
now.
says most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
stop.
You're close to the Sedge rep, bro. Most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness, stop.
Y'all speaking the truth. Yeah, you're just getting a lot of love here on the.
Well, thank you. You can watch me on 12 Pack on
There you
Wednesday
go.
nights. You can go to our Facebook page at 12 Pack Media. Like us and follow us. I'm on there Wednesday nights from 8:30 to 10:30 on DallasOnAir.com and Facebook Live.
And you guys are drinking 12 packs on air.
We drink we drink more.
What's
than
in your
beer,
cup?
actually.
What's on your cup?
There's a reason why my cup is closed and covered. So that way, I don't endorse anybody yet. Like, they don't have any problem endorsing people.
Okay.
I do because I want my money.
Okay, you want your chips.
I'm getting my money.
You want your chips. You want all your
when
chips.
When they want to pay me for what I drink in my cup, then, then I'll
okay.
reveal that. But girl's got to get her money.
So Julie has to get those chips first
I do.
before she can publicly tell you what's in that cup. Whatever alcoholic company that is that she's in that cup, we need those chips.
No, but we're taking shots. We're drinking beer. We're just having a good time on 12 Pack. Like, we just talk, real talk on there. Like, we don't, we really don't hold anything back. We're not politically correct. We're gonna say what we want to say, and we're gonna, mean it. And I don't apologize for anything that I say on there. So.
Question, Julie. Isaac. Oh, I'm sorry. Isaac wants you to know that he is a class act. Says, tell her I'm a class act. This dude, Isaac's shooting a shot.
Isaac is shooting his shot.
He is shooting his shot, and we are not upset about it. Do you have any predictions for the second half? What's your goddamn Prescott? Oh, whoa.
Okay.
That's what we do lately. We do that. The Cowboys are a rare version this year. Like, we're kind of the expect the unexpected team. Like, we expect that we're going to win against certain teams, but then we screw it all up and we do the unexpected and lose. So I've called it all year. We're going to expect the unexpected with them. So, it is
What's
what it
that?
is.
What's that gonna do? Is he gonna score again?
I'm hoping so. Because I'm counting his chips.
Whoa! Breaking news here. As you know, if you guys have noticed, I'm not a chip counter anymore, and I don't like people who count chips. But Julie has just confirmed that she is pocket watching Dak Prescott, and she is counting his chips. Man, that's a bold move to go with as a local radio host here in Dallas.
I am. I'm not. Like I said, I don't hold any punches, and I'm counting his chips. So
Well, we want to thank you for joining us tonight, Queen Petty. When this is over, maybe we can bring you back after the show is over. Would you be up for that?
If I'm still here, yes.
Oh.
I have a very early morning. Managing and evaluating other people.
Oh my God. Okay. Queen Petty, go watch her on 12 Pack on Wednesday nights. What time does that start?
8:30.
8:30
to 10:30.
to 10:30.
Yep, we talk all kinds of sports. We talk NCAA, UFC, football, baseball. We talk everything. So.
We'll be looking forward to you on 12 Pack this Wednesday night.
Thank you, guys.
as Patrick has come back. Who knows where he just disappeared. You want to just grab this one? Oh, is Dak hurt?
The Dallas Cowboys try to run the bootleg to start the second half, and it did not go well.
No, it did not.
Not going well, maybe the understatement of the year.
Yeah, come over this way.
All right.
Sorry, Dalton. I just pushed myself here in the middle.
How are we doing this? All right, I need to be in the middle.
Yeah, you do need to be in the middle.
I do.
Well, hold on, Patrick. You can slide down because now I need to go take off for a second.
All right. Let me,
As we get set here for the second half. Oh, Dak Prescott got
I think he's all right.
He did. He did. So if I said he jumped like a dumbass, yes, he did.
All right. There we go.
Wait, so we saved our design QB run for 2nd and 19.
That's
Okay.
revolutionary stuff right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bootleg to begin the second half is kind of predictable.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they knew that was coming. Oh, we got the green zone up on the screen.
It is 3rd and 16. The green zone? Yeah, it's terrible.
There.
Oh, and the 3rd and 16 screen. There's literally nobody in the history of the world that could have guessed that was coming.
Yeah, it's like Will Kane said.
Yeah. It's like they do it all the time.
So is Walt. I'm not gonna play his part while he's gone. I'm not. I mean, that was bad Scott. We need good Scott to come back. We need the Scott Linehan offense that got us 13 points in the first half.
13 gets us 26, which is more than we've had all year except for in one game.
Yeah, that would be the Lions game. I think he touched that, so it was a live ball.
We had
Lance Lenore and Olawale in on that tackle there, and it's going to be Eagles football. All right. I'm going to swap headsets and get back in my spot.
Yes. Go for it. We're at commercial here. It is still 13-3. They are giving things away here seemingly every 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was speaking with the I guess it was the owner or of the bar. He said that during the game, because it is across the street, they said during the game it's pretty much like this, how it's been tonight. They said before the game and after
the game,
you can't get in here.
Yeah.
He said that's how packed it is.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah, and they're doing the giveaway, and just once again want to repeat that you have until the Saturday before the Philadelphia game.
Yes, Saturday before the second Philadelphia game.
And you're going to get an opportunity to have dinner, talk football with Mickey Spagnola.
Yes, and you will not find a more optimistic Cowboys writer, reporter, whatever you want to call him. Homer
Podcaster
is definitely the biggest thing that you can call him.
You know,
but he's just he wants the team to succeed, and he always sees the good.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing. During losing streaks, it can be a bit of a beatdown.
It can be hard to listen to.
But he does have the positive. But I tell you, the one great thing that I do love listening to what Mickey has to say is the history of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Him and Broadus can really tell you about the history of the Cowboys. So I would highly recommend, if you don't, to listen, subscribe to the Talking Cowboys podcast.
Yes.
They do a great job with Bill Jones, Rob Phillips. Those are a lot of good ones to listen to. But yeah, definitely before the Saturday before the Cowboys play Philadelphia the second time, to get your opportunity to win a dinner with Mickey Spagnola.
Yes. Come in to Tailgate Tavern here in Arlington. It is literally right across from the stadium. The only thing in between us and AT&T is a Walmart. That's it.
Well, it's actually
just Walmart
it's
parking lot.
Walmart parking lot because
Yeah.
I know you can't see it, but it's over to the right. You literally can walk across the street and you see AT&T Stadium.
1st and 10, Carson Wentz drops back, throws.
And Byron Jones face guarding him he's face guarding Golden Tate there. You know, it's kind of been surprising. You know, we called Golden Tate prior when we went on.
He got his head around anyways.
Oh, he did. He did.
No, he got his head around. Right at the last second, he turned his head.
He didn't.
I don't know about that.
Well. We really haven't said much about Golden Tate tonight, which is surprising.
We haven't.
You know, he's a guy that I thought was going to come in. They said they were really going to feed him in this offense. If you listen to Philadelphia writers at all, you know, I do, just to kind of get a basis of what's going on because I don't follow the team. I thought that he was going to be really big for them. We got was that a screen pass?
No, that was
or was that a design run? Okay. All right, so it looks like they got the first down on that run, running behind him. It looked like Peters running downfield.
Yes, it did. It's a big man.
That is a very big man. They have Tyron Crawford lined up over. And obviously he's going to let him get in.
Yeah.
For the design, so they allow the pressure just so they can run by him. It's amazing that Jason Peters is still playing.
36 years old.
Yeah, 9-time Pro Bowl selection out of Arkansas. I mean, the great thing was several seasons ago he tore his ACL, and I thought that was going to be the end for him.
Yeah.
Being that I think he was at the time he was 34, 35. So you know, I guess you never can tell with the resolve in these guys.
Watch Jalen Smith here attack this A gap.
Oh,
slam in to the running back.
I mean,
the violence. Oh my! What?
Yeah, that might be a hold there on Damian Wilson. That might be a hold.
How is that not a hold there? Damian Wilson getting headlocked.
He didn't lock the headlock. You got to get that second arm behind the head.
You need the second arm, arm bar.
And there's the pass to Ertz up into the red zone.
That was the GOAT Jeff Heath in coverage. Coverage, not really Jeff Heath's strong suit. Coverage.
Hitting people is Jeff
That's
Heath.
his strong suit.
I heard that from across the room, Dalton. You and that GOAT Jeff
Heath. It's the GOAT.
We're still doing that?
Yes, we are. Until otherwise, until he's not the GOAT. So, let's see. We got red zone here. Looks like they're in 11 personnel.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. They can still get a first down here. They run it and
stuffed him.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
There's Tank again. You know, I thought that was interesting.
Whoa, who's hurt?
Wait, Malik Collins is hurt? I'm shocked. Shocked.
Yeah, Malik Collins
That's
again.
That's more shocking than hearing Sean Lee's hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Who
man.
gets hurt more?
Did you see what Doug Peterson did in that play design? He put Zach Ertz over Tank.
I'm sorry. I'm looking outside. Is it raining outside?
Not a great
yes,
move.
it is.
It's supposed to do what?
You heard me.
Snow?
In Texas?
Yeah, because
Snow.
it's supposed to be 28 degrees overnight.
Are you talking about actual snow?
Yeah.
Or something else?
So my class will be canceled tomorrow, is what you're saying. I mean, it's Texas.
You hope.
And snow.
Call in. Call in to the teacher.
Yeah, I got a 2,500 word essay I got to turn in at
That
10
he hasn't even
o'clock.
attempted to start.
I started it. I'm 1,500 words in.
All right, so the one thing that I noticed there on the Tank play is they put Zach
Boss,
Ertz
can you go out there and
to try and block him.
that thing for us, man?
And as we've known, you do not put inline tight
It's
ends
raining outside. I'm trying to
over a
confirm.
defensive end.
No, you don't do that.
Especially
when they're an elite defensive end.
Yeah, it's a top 5 defensive end in this league.
And especially when the tight end isn't a very good blocking tight end to begin with. Like, even relatively.
Yeah, early on in Jason Witten's career when he was younger, you could get away with that.
Guys, we're getting confirmation here on the snow. It's supposed to snow in the morning. We are getting confirmation on the snow.
Snow in the morning. Well, hopefully it does not snow.
Yeah, but a dusting in Dallas is like
It's a slush.
10 inches back home. Yeah.
Back home, Dalton is referring to his time up in Pennsylvania.
Jason says it is snowing in the Panhandle
I don't see any
6
of that.
to 10 inches.
Where? Wait a minute. Where?
I see.
The Panhandle, the Amarillo. He is from
Amarillo, Lubbock area.
6
I'm
to
from
10
Lubbock,
inches
so.
in forecast.
Oof.
How
But
many?
I'm not back home. 6 to 10 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, that's in. He did say. I remember he said he was in Amarillo. It's rain. Okay.
All right, good, because I gotta.
Yeah, you have a 2-hour drive home.
Exactly.
That would not be fun in your new truck.
And my new truck. Yep. It is not 4-wheel drive, so
No,
that
no.
might be a
And
problem.
you're driving back to Tyler tonight, or are you going to
Yeah. No, I will drive back
Oh,
tonight.
Monday night it's supposed to be cold.
I hope I can deal with that tomorrow night then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at it. It's supposed to be like 45 degrees tonight. We'll be all right.
I think we'll be good. Yep, we'll definitely be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're waiting to hear about Malik Collins, who went down. And as Dalton said,
Thanks, Joe, for the heads up. It's 70 degrees in Italy.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
wow.
What's that precipitation right
can
there,
we-
Vaj? That's precip-
What do y'all think? Vacation in Italy right about now? 70 degrees?
I'm okay with that. Joe, you got an extra bed?
Or a couple of them?
We can't make noise because his neighbors are here.
Oh,
Hey, I'm
good.
all right with that. I'll be asleep. I'm going to drink so much damn wine.
Whoa! That was a nice play. That was a nice one.
Out of the break, the Philadelphia Eagles
How
run
come
the
Scott
hook
Linehan
and
can't come up
ladder.
with something like that? How come Scott Linehan
And
can't
there's
come
the hook right there.
Yeah.
That's a strong.
That's QB1 stuff right there.
Yeah. Wow.
Whitney
Elbows-
Mason, Whitney Mason says, hope you're not going to roll over and die now.
I like that the Philadelphia Eagles are out here doing bits, running the hook and ladder, and just really weird
That kind of reminds me of the, what was that, Oklahoma and Boise State?
Yeah, but that was in overtime.
Yeah, Fiesta Bowl.
Oh! He did not catch it.
No, was that Xavier Woods flying in there to knock?
Whom earlier was talking about Xavier Woods.
That would be Jason.
Jason.
It's okay. Hey,
No, it's okay, Jason. I understand.
I still would say I want to have Earl Thomas.
That was a terrible
I wanted
pass.
Earl Thomas before he broke his leg.
That was a terrible pass.
Well, if you look at the base of the quarterback there, Wentz, he wasn't. He had to go with a different arm angle there. And to my knowledge, there's only one quarterback in the NFL right now that I would say can throw it.
There's not only one.
There's only one.
Two.
Who's the second?
Well, I think that you're probably talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely, baseball playing Patrick Mahomes.
The other one
Is
is
Aaron
the
Rodgers.
GOAT Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh, the goat.
Yeah, the GOAT. The GOAT Aaron Rodgers.
I thought that was Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is the GOAT,
We
but
need
right
to
now
have
the
a
best
discussion
player,
about
the best quarterback in the NFL is Aaron Rodgers.
So
today.
there's
I know,
there's
yes.
a difference between the greatest of all time and the most talented of all time.
Well, the most talented of all time is Patrick Mahomes.
The most talent. Way too early for that. Way too early for that.
Well, I knew we had a Broncos fan sitting over there, so I had to.
That's because he's a tech guy.
That's
He's
right.
A tech guy. So of course he's going to think Patrick Mahomes.
Huh?
Texas Tech is always.
We know
the
we were
national
terrible.
champion.
I don't expect
That's
to win
my
those
favorite
games.
drop. One of my favorites.
Mahomes, man. You ever watched him? Almost. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, you got something about my Rams? My Los Angeles
Arrowhead's
Rams?
a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. Been a Rams fan all
He's
season.
got a whole bunch of teams.
Been a Rams fan all season.
Whoever's winning.
He's got a team in every division.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it, actually.
There's only one team that has a better record than the Rams, the Chiefs, and the Saints.
Who's that?
My fantasy team.
10-0.
10-0.
Okay.
Wow, that's impressive.
Nobody's even close.
I'm assuming you have Alvin Kamara on your team. No. That
Oh, the
helps.
best running back in the NFL.
Todd Gurley led me to a championship last year.
It should be.
Golf.
Dak Prescott.
Oh,
Uncle
yeah, that'll
Phil.
do.
Uncle Phil.
Of course, you got him.
Uncle Phil.
Oh, he's under the radar.
Having an under-the-radar MVP type year right now. He's
Uncle
been
Phil?
he's been incredible so far.
Yeah, Uncle Phil's in
I
the
agree with that.
MVP candidate.
If he makes a playoff run, I don't think he's
He's like number 4 or 5.
that's like saying Kyler Murray's going to win the Heisman.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's
I'm
gonna
just
be
saying he's up
Tua.
there.
He just get hurt.
He's up there.
That
He's
is
not number
true.
4 or 5.
No,
No. Uncle Phil. He's number 4 right now.
All right, so
Still take Earl over Xavier would have been an interception. Wendy says boys need to stay aggressive. Throw on first down to open up the running game and jam their wide receivers at the line, especially Tate. Go Cowboys.
all right.
Wendy coming in with some nice.
There's some good points there. Yeah, I think the passing on first down would be a good idea. Mix it in.
Wendy, do you want my job?
For some reason,
Great.
I just see Sam Ellinger on the stream right now. I'm trying to figure out why.
Nobody
the
needs
quarterback?
Sam Ellinger?
Yeah, I just
Is that Chris Bennett?
No, Isaac says Sam Ellinger.
Oh, I
It's like-
figured it was Chris Bennett on there.
I'm just
'Cause he's
like-
always talking about Texas
Well,
football.
what are we doing there? What are we doing with that guy?
Oh, there goes Zeke.
Wait, why was the green zone up on first down? What are you doing?
I hate
Sunday
the green
night.
zone. Yeah. Look,
I
look
don't-
at that. I love that. They get moving.
Why
get these
do-
offensive linemen moving.
Why do you need a darker shade of green?
Need to know, they need
How?
Was the white line and the yellow line not good enough for
Oh,
you?
there you go. There's
There
green.
goes-
Looks like Zeke's coming back onto the field for 3rd and 8.
Connect successful.
Reconnection successful.
Did we lose the stream?
Yeah, we lost it.
But it's back up.
Is the live stream back up?
Let's see.
Yeah,
All right.
we're back live.
It looks like we're back. Okay.
Whew. Sorry,
what
ladies
happened.
and gentlemen. Not sure what happened there. Don't leave us. We're still here. 3rd and 8 from the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
And Zeke's
I know
back
that
in.
because of the green zone.
Yeah, but Zeke is back on the field.
Zeke
so-
is back on the field.
Look out, Dak.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, man. That was bad news.
That's so low on him.
This ball just came
Dak
right.
Prescott
It was
going
wet. It was
back
wet.
to
The ball was wet.
throw
It's
the
raining.
football and
It's
just
raining out there.
losing it.
It's not raining in Philly? Well, the rain here in Dallas got to him. Yeah.
Dak Prescott just punched the ball out of his own hand there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it was an accident. It was an accident. The rain.
It looks like, is that Darby down on the field? Looks like another cornerback for the Philadelphia Eagles is down on the field being looked at by trainers. Looked like Ronald Darby. Is that Darby? Yep.
That was Darby.
Oh, man, look at that. He had the guard. Oh.
Could have happened to anybody, Big John.
Oh. Yeah, trying to keep up with Amari Cooper.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Ah.
All right, so.
All right, somebody come scrape him up off the field. Let's get back to
All right,
football.
so 4th and 8. Do you go? No, you just.
Nah, kick the field goal here.
Is it? Are they in field goal range?
I believe they're in field goal range.
Or they should be close enough.
They are. We're at commercial. I want to tell you that if you get a chance, and even if you don't get a chance, make the chance to come down here to Tailgate Tavern at some point before the next Cowboys football game, before next Saturday, so you can sign up to win a chance to have a dinner with Mickey Swagnola.
Swags know you.
And Tobosh here is talking about a new stat for Dak. A forced fumble.
Oh, Dak has a forced fumble?
I mean, hey, it seems like the last 3 weeks.
He had,
Somebody said put crazy glue on the ball for Dak Prescott.
yes, he had 2 of them 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, yes. Was it 2 weeks ago?
No.
He had the interception and the fumble.
It was the Jacksonville game.
Mm.
He fumbled twice.
He fumbled twice, but he picked him up.
Yes.
Yeah. Because everything just bounced right for him in that game.
Yeah.
So
I really can't bust on toe watch for that one. That was funny.
No, that was a good one. He's stat padding is what he's doing.
So,
Jack's over here stat padding.
Wendy, do you live in Dallas? That would be a good question.
Who?
Wendy. I want to know if Wendy Mason, she's dropping knowledge. I wonder, does she live here in the Metroplex?
Oh, Wendy wants him to go for it.
Of course she does.
Okay.
Of course she does.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna front.
Have the balls
You're
to go
a 3
for
and 4
it.
team.
Why
not?
3 and 4. There's 3 and 5. We got a 3 and 5 football team here.
Oh, she says a post to Cooper.
Wendy says run the post to Cooper. All right.
Oh,
I don't
she
hate
says
that.
she lives in NC. That's North Carolina.
Where in North Carolina do you live, Wendy?
Yeah, until I said go Duke. The Duke fan in the house says go Duke there, Wendy.
That would be the Duke fans
Tovash.
in the house.
Respect.
Oh, he's diehard. He's got all types of Duke Blue Devils and everything.
Did Duke win today?
42-yard attempt here.
So, well.
Come on, Brett. Do your job. Oh, my
And he wide right. Wendy was right.
Y'all need to listen to 12 Pack. Because BJ is Nostradamus over here. He said he's going to miss it right.
It's time to cut Brett Maher.
Well, so maybe they should have listened to Wendy there.
No, we should have cut Dan Bailey.
Maybe the Cowboys should have listened to Wendy.
Wendy said run the post to Amari Cooper is what they should have done.
Yep.
Queen Petty did call that cut.
So our
Put the call in.
how we felt earlier in the season about Brett Maher, are we starting to fade now?
Well, we're outside.
He almost missed the other field goal earlier.
A 28-yard field goal.
Yeah, it's not been great.
Yeah,
he
so
has not been good recently, and with the kicker, it's so fickle because, and we've seen it with Dan Bailey. Is once you
look
miss
at Garrett,
one,
Coach Garrett
it
clapping
can all
over.
be over. It's all about how you feel mentally about it.
The fans are calling for Dan Bailey, guys. Big John is reporting that there's Dan Bailey being called.
I think he might be a little bit busy.
Here's the proof right here. Dang, where's Dan Bailey when you need him? Somebody should tell Daniel that.
And he's a Raider fan.
He's in Minnesota.
Oh, he doesn't matter. He's a Vegas. They're ready.
He's a Raider fan, though. He said, where's Dan Bailey?
Missing field goals in Minnesota.
Alshon Jeffrey there with a very nice catch on a low ball there.
Scooter Magruder on Twitter, if you watch his videos, he said, can we trade back Dan Bailey or is it too late?
Oh, no. More Dan Bailey stuff.
Oh, Scooter.
You love his videos, though. His videos are great.
His videos are great.
Oh, man. It's just heartbreaking to see, Coach Garrett out here calling good plays and getting this team in a winning predicament, but Brett Maher is just screwing it up for Coach Garrett.
Joe says we have a quarterback that can't throw and a kicker that. Joe says we have a quarterback that can't throw and a kicker that can't kick. God help us.
Lord have mercy on our souls.
Good thing that our number 3 rated scoring defense in the league showed up tonight.
Yes. 6 points against the Philadelphia Eagles so far in this game. The defenses look good.
Yeah, you really have to give props to them. They came out, showed up, and they're really keeping this team in it, despite the fact their offense really can't put too much together. But, they're still, we still got 20-plus minutes left in this football game. It's going to be interesting to see if the defense can continue and can the offense do something. I am surprised that they did not call him there. Something there. It looked like Jalen got really physical there.
It did. I'm wondering if Jeffrey got there and got a hand on the ball before Smith went up there.
Yeah, because on a tip ball, then that takes that away.
Yeah.
You really couldn't tell with the angle that we're looking at here, and if the trajectory was changed in any way, altered. So we'll see. Wow, look at that! Look at that! So
3rd and 11. Cowboys get 0 rush.
that's actually the first 3rd down conversion on 6 attempts.
Yep.
So this
one
week they're
for
1
six
for
on third
6. Compared to last week, they were 11 of 14. So obviously that was a focal point. It also helps the fact that the Philadelphia offense has not looked very well this week. That's just a good route and a good throw. There's really not a whole lot that Anthony Brown could have done there.
No. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Oh.
The RPOs are starting to get to these guys, and Rashard Matthews is starting to heat up.
Jordan Matthews.
Rashard
Matthews is somewhere else.
Wrong Matthews.
Yeah, Jordan Matthews.
Is Rashard Matthews somewhere else?
Jordan.
Yeah, it's
They took
Jordan.
it. Remember, he
Yeah,
left-
no,
he left.
Rashard Matthews ain't on a team anymore, is he? That's
No.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The
that's.
Titans got rid of it, or he retired. What happened with it? He retire or? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, now it's just straight read option.
Read option, RPO.
Yeah.
Read option, read option, read option.
That's all
If
they're
it
doing.
works, why not keep running it?
Well, right. I mean, they haven't shown the
It ain't broke,
ability.
don't fix it.
Yeah, and that's how Philadelphia's going to get back in this football game.
Wendy says, "Wish the Clapper Garrett would get the clap, and maybe we would see more emotion."
Yeah, there you go, Wendy. That's what I'm talking about. We need clapping going on that sideline from
I don't
Coach
think
Garrett.
that's the kind of clap she's talking about.
Huh?
Yeah, might be a little different.
What? Wait.
2nd and 5 from the 21-yard line.
Are we getting another read option here? Oh, what do you know? RPO. Cheeto stopped him short about half a yard, it looks like.
Well, I tell you, if it wasn't raining, I'd go over there and get some Cheetos right now because he up here balling on this thing. He balling in this game right now. Oh,
Oh,
like that wrist. Rub some dirt on it.
Cheeto out here headhunting along with Xavier Woods.
Yeah. They got tacos here because I ain't seen taco either.
He's
Not playing,
I think he's injured.
right?
I
have
thought
that up
he
here.
was on the inactive list. First thing you see on your page there is Prescott sucks.
Huh?
That was the first thing that popped up on your computer there.
Did it really?
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles bringing on an extra lineman here who will be eligible on this play. Taco Charlton is out for this
Dalton,
game.
you have a
yes.
question
Yeah, that's what I
here?
thought so.
What's up?
You have a question from somebody, from Jason. Is Linehan fired if we win like this? What do you think, Dalton?
I think that there's certainly a way that Jerry can wiggle his way around to thinking that this is acceptable. If they win this game, even though the offense hasn't played well, I think that they stay as it is right now, and I think Linehan continues to call the plays until we see a stinker and they lose.
Yeah, I think that
Bird dog going at people, I saw.
yeah, he's they're talking here about the love of using wide receivers as tight ends and bring another man into the box. I guess he's trying to figure out what's the love with that.
The love with what?
I think he's referring to tight formations.
Oh, damn!
Bringing players into the box.
There it is. There it
Bird
is,
Dog
a
doesn't
touchdown, guys.
understand what.
No. A fan was asking.
Okay.
He was
I was
talking
gonna say,
about.
Bird Dog is extremely intelligent.
Well, if Brett Maher would have kicked the freaking field goal, maybe we'd still be up.
Yeah, we had the. It looked like Wentz to
Ertz.
Ertz there. Yep. Was that also RPO? Yeah, of course it was, because they've been doing it to him this whole drive.
What do we got here?
Oh no, it was just normal play action.
Oh, okay. So, somebody was asking Bird Dog about it. He said he did great in preseason. They do good in practice on that, on getting, I guess talking about tight formations, bringing people into the box. Really need to spread them out if they're going to do that. And now we got a tie football game, and we're still in the third quarter. So, to go back to that question about the stinker. They lose this football game, and
Get rid of him.
they're probably going to get rid of him. Well, especially if they don't score.
Yes.
Jason says I should probably root for the Eagles.
Jason, I don't think that we should root for the Eagles, but do what you got to do.
Oh,
If
they're
you-
doing that stupid song again.
The EAGL.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they could spell it.
Me too. We have Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth cardigan game on fleek right now, with just a little bit of the necktie showing. The issue with that is the collar is tucked into the cardigan. How do you feel about that?
The issue with that is that they're on TV and I can hear their voice. Yeah. That's the problem. All right, so they're going to let this one go into the end zone. Cowboys get the ball at the 25.
Why don't we take a page out of the Eagles playbook and just run RPOs all the way down the field?
Why not? 8 minutes. Oh, here we go. Talking 8 minutes in the box. But I think they really should, though.
Delkus is doing Delkus things?
Oh, look at the snow right there. There's the snow.
Play that.
We're checking out the
Oh, my
weather
God.
from Pete.
When
Delkus.
is this? Monday at 8 a.m.?
Snow J. Simpson.
Snow
My God.
J. Simpson.
That's me. I'm Snow J. I'll tell you why they call me that later.
When we're not on a stream.
With Ezekiel Elliott catching a pass there over the middle for a few yards.
It's a funny story. Don't worry about it. Now the question is it doesn't look like it's gonna. Oh, it should touch the Metroplex by tomorrow night. Oh man, that could cut into BFB tomorrow night, Vosh. Oh, what? Vosh has already called out the BFB, and the show has not even.
All right, so we got second and six. We got two guys in the backfield there.
Hey, running some split zone action there with Rod Smith and Ezekiel Elliott.
But you know that they're never going to give it to Rod, though.
No. But he gets around and he gets the last man on line of scrimmage if he crosses his face. So, 11 Ezekiel Elliott has 11 rushes, and we're almost finished with the third quarter.
Yeah, but he's
averaging almost 10 yards a rush.
And he's got 4 receptions for 23 yards, so, it's a fairly good game.
But no touchdowns.
Well, that's because they don't like to give him the ball around the red zone.
Yeah, God forbid you give your best player
Oh, there's the option.
the speed option.
I called that earlier. It worked.
That's Matt. Ugh.
Look at that. He's covered.
Joe Looney, what is you doing? Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
And there's Zeke on the speed option, gets outside. Yeah, really got to love that block there by Lyle Collins. What's Connor saying?
I'm trying to prepare for Snowmageddon.
Connor Livesay trying to fire Scott Linehan right now. And I'm just telling Connor that they just ran a speed option.
That's creative.
That is creative.
Ronald Darby is out for the night. Nelson Aguilar will be back. That according to Dave Hellman.
Whoa. Connor with a tweet doing well. 12 retweets already. 2 minutes ago. Look at Connor with the followers.
We need to get a lot of likes so we can ratio him.
Guys, tell me I should show this to Doppler radar. This snow thing is going down. It's official.
I'm more worried about this Cowboys offense.
Man, I got stuff to do tomorrow. I can't be stuck up in no snow or nothing. I know, guys. I'm worried about the wrong thing. Oh, Gavin Dawson with the tweet. Dak sucks, huh?
Whoa.
That was a question mark from 53 minutes ago. I don't know what happened at that point in time. I have no clue if he's trolling or if he just made it a phenomenal play.
Was it 53 minutes ago that Dak scored?
It might have been. That might have been it. I love the bits that he plays on game
Patrick, our
days.
good friend Cammie is not happy right now with the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, she's not.
Yeah.
I know she was kind of upset last night watching her Longhorns struggle.
I want to go on record and say I love Cammie. Love the work she was doing for the Cowboys and everything.
Yeah, she kind of just disappeared from the whole thing.
Well, I mean, would you disappear if they were putting this product out on the field?
I don't think that had as much to do with it as, just personal stuff getting in the way,
Wendy says we need some counter tray. Wendy says, what's next, Wildcat?
Whoa. Wait, did Wendy just hit? Did Wendy just say the counter tray?
Where? What?
Wendy was saying something about the counter tray, run counter tray?
No, I didn't see that.
Is that what
Did you just say something about Wendy talking about the counter tray?
I might have found my future ex-wife.
Wendy talking about the counter tray.
I'm looking at this picture. It looks like Wendy may be taken. I see a lot of pictures in the picture.
That was a joke.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Is Wendy a football coach?
Possibly.
I mean,
I haven't heard the counter tray brought up, since last week when Baldinger did the video on
Baldy's breakdowns.
Yeah, Baldy's breakdowns on the Cowboys. But I got into a fight with a bunch of high school and college coaches about that play. Because irresponsibly, these coaches are going off of Baldy's film when the All-22 clearly shows that Dalton Schultz should have blocked down there on the last man on the line of scrimmage, and he did not. Scott Linehan said it was his fault.
I kind of go with the guy that actually played in the league. Might know a little something. I'm not saying that he was correct.
But not on that play, you didn't.
Yeah, well,
Scott Linehan said that Dalton Schultz screwed it up.
I'm just saying. I didn't hear Linehan talk about that though.
Yeah.
What do we? Oh, what do you know? Gallup running by himself.
Weird.
Gallup wide open. Gallup wide open down the field. And here we go, Zeke again. Oh, look at the strength on him.
Ezekiel Elliott
Zeke, don't fumble.
Zeke is just doing whatever he wants to, and this is fun to watch.
It really is, and it's surprising because, like the Cowboys, the Eagles have a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
And right now you're watching Ezekiel Elliott with an offensive line that we would say is much maligned. And right now Ezekiel Elliott is doing anything and everything that he wants to. And that wasn't just any man that he powered through. That was Haloti Ngata.
Yeah.
That tells you the strength that Ezekiel Elliott has.
He's a tank.
A guy his size shouldn't run as fast as he does.
No. Or as hard.
There we go. 1st and 10. And wait, was that Dak going through progressions?
Yeah.
It looked like he went to that was like his 3rd read.
Sorry, I try to stay really objective with these things, but when Cole Beasley catches the football, I just get happy.
That's because you're going to be on the next album. That's why you're excited. You're pumped up.
Hey, pay the man.
Pay the man.
Pay him what?
I don't know, 3 years, $27 million. I'd be happy with that.
Ooh, you asking for a lot of money, though.
What?
3 years, $27 million? It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
It's a lot of chips. Although I'm not for counting another man's chips.
I might do it. Exactly.
I'm not for counting another man's chips. I mean, you cut T. Will and Alan Hearns and Sean Lee. You can justify that.
Sure could.
Is that Rico?
And you could
Rico.
And then you can re-sign, or you can give a new deal to Amari Cooper, and that'll take some of that $13 million off the $13.9 million, I believe.
Yeah.
Take some of that off of the books for next season.
Can we get Ezekiel Elliott back in and hand him the ball?
He just
Rush
came back
yards
on the field.
allowed, 83.8 per game, and so far they've given up 160 to the Cowboys. Feed Zeke.
Feed him! Feed him! Go!
Oh, man.
I'm okay with that.
That was a good play. That was good.
3rd and 2.
I mean, obviously, if Dak would have took it, they'd probably stop him there. You know, if you read the WFAA this week where my 5 keys, cheap plug, yes it is. I said that they have to give Zeke the ball and they have to continue to do it in the second half. Because also said in there that Scott Linehan is like a magician because he makes Zeke and Cole Beasley disappear. Those two guys have got to be focal points, and it seems like they're.
Nice play. There we go.
That's an easy touchdown. There we go. There we go.
Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown.
Zeke touchdown!
All right, so now we got. See, these are the things that we expected to see all season long. Zeke getting involved, Zeke running the ball, and this is how this team is built to win. That's how you have to win with this football team.
Yes.
You get a lead, or even if you got a tie game, you lean on Zeke to get you a touchdown. You lean on Zeke to really push this to the next level.
They're blowing the whistles here at the tavern at Tailgate.
They are blowing them at the Tailgate Tavern.
Blow the whistle. Queen Petty, did you like what you saw in that last play? Was that good? Was that good? Did you like that play right there? Okay,
I
Queen
immediately
Petty.
checked my fantasy team to see if I actually have a shot of
Oh,
winning
my
this.
God. Queen Petty is giving
Looks-
a thumbs up over there, guys. She's happy.
Y'all, listen up.
Oh, my God.
I am projected 146.13 points. My opponent out of players has 143. But I need points from Robbie Gould and the San Francisco Giants or San Francisco 49ers defense. I need another Zeke touchdown here.
Wendy says you are a genius.
Who, me?
Whoever called that play, who dialed that play up?
That would be one Mr.
Scott Linehan.
Scott Linehan.
Wait,
Or is that
no,
Jason-
that's not how it
That's
works.
Jason
That was
Garrett.
Jason Garrett.
Guys,
That's
come
Jason
on.
Garrett's
Come
play.
on, guys. Did you see the breeze of Jason Garrett on that play?
I'll
call?
be right
That whole
back, gentlemen.
drive. That whole drive. Go ahead, Dalton. Watch
All right.
the cord, Dalton.
All right, so now we got
Yeah, Jason Garrett's downing up some good plays right now for his quarterback, Dak Prescott. Good plays going on out there. You see the closest thing.
it's the execution there.
Yeah, execution.
It's easy to execute when Ezekiel Elliott is the focal point.
Yeah, yeah.
You give him the ball. He's running roughly 10 yards per carry. I don't have the stats in front of me. I can actually pull those up real quick and see where we're at on that.
And much credit to Coach Garrett right now. Coaching a good game, managing.
Well, I mean,
things
he
well.
did talk about, responding to adversity.
Yeah.
This week, and you really could say at 3-5 they had huge adversity, and now we're talking about a 20-13 lead, and this is huge for the Cowboys to get back in this race.
What did I tell you? We get dubs. We get
When we're not supposed to.
Well, we're not supposed to. We want to break that road streak. We just lost the at-home streak. We're in the streaks right now. That's all this boils down to right now.
Right now, Ezekiel Elliott has 14 carries for 141 yards.
It's going to win you a game right there.
That is going to win you a
If
game.
he gets about 200, they win.
And I guess we can go look and see. Give me a second. I'm going to check and see. Let's see, 141 there. And then Zeke has another 36, so he has almost 150 yards of total offense. Your leading receiver right now is Cole Beasley at 3 receptions for 41 yards. So they're not really throwing the ball as much. I mean, they're moving it around, but really just leaning on Ezekiel Elliott, and that's really what has got them going.
Wendy says, I still say we go no huddle and give knockout punch to the Eagles.
Absolutely. What they need to do, what the defense need to do, is get the ball back to the Cowboys offense and allow them to do what they did back in 2016 and first half of 2017. Just take a chokehold on this game, running the football. And the stat right now is when the Dallas Cowboys are up 7+ in the fourth quarter since 2014, they are 34-0.
Dalton has just come back with the official beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Look out, Dalton, you're hooked.
There we go.
Dalton has just come back with the official beer of the Dallas Cowboys as he gets himself ready here for the fourth quarter. Oh, Chris Richard fired up on the sideline.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, so it just said, Dalton, that the Dallas Cowboys, since 2014, when they lead by 7 points or more in the fourth, are a perfect 34-0.
34-0.
Yeah, when leading by 7 in the fourth quarter.
Wow. And you know why? Because they can run the football.
Yeah, back in 2014, what did they do? They ran the football.
Yep.
And 2016, and, well, for the first half of 2017. And what you're seeing right now is Zeke has 10 yards per carry. 14 carries, 141 yards.
That's incredible.
And you add in his 36 yards of receiving plus a touchdown.
Yep.
So we're talking 170. My math is bad. It's like 177. I think I said less than 150 a while ago. See, I wasn't thinking. It's actually 177. So he's closing in on 200 yards of offense by himself.
And that's the kind of production that you need out of Ezekiel Elliott if you want to score points in this offense.
And you're talking about a defense that is only giving up roughly 83 yards per game, and they've got 60.
I'm going to tell you what, guys. This could be a good week for me, okay? My Mavericks get a dub last night. My Cowboys about to get a dub. It could be a good week.
Are Mavericks stubs good things?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah. I got to say 45.
I'm Team Tank when it comes to Mavs.
No, we're done with Team Tank.
No, I need to tank one more year.
No. We're done.
One more year would be perfect.
We're done.
To be honest.
We're done. If anything, we just need to go draft a shooter. That's it. You can get that in like second.
Yeah,
second
but if you got one of those Duke players.
No. See, you already got.
Can you imagine Zion Williams playing power forward?
You already got Luka. You don't need all that.
Power forward.
Just get
Zion.
a shooter.
Get him the ball to dunk.
Nah.
That's all you need to do.
That's what they got DeAndre for.
Yeah. We need shooters.
Yeah, but you could have a 19-year-old DeAndre, and actually a more athletic one that can shoot too.
We got play action.
He's going big. Woo! Oh!
Heath. Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
I would like to ask how.
Replay that.
I would like to ask how.
Replay that.
It looks like we're playing too deep zone there.
Yeah, we were playing.
That looked like cover 2.
Yeah, it's cover 2.
How do you allow
He didn't make. Wait
Nelson Aguilar to get behind you in cover 2? Jeff Heath.
Where's the football move at? Oh, you said he's what's the name? Hall of Fame, right?
He's the GOAT.
The GOAT. He's the GOAT. Well,
The GOAT doesn't really talk. That doesn't account for
chat
his
me up real
ability
quick,
as.
Dalton. How can you be the GOAT and let that happen? Chat me up real quick.
Well, they called the
more
wrong
of a
defense.
joke. When he sucked, we called him the GOAT because he somehow made plays to create turnovers in weird situations. That's why we called him the GOAT.
He I think it's the last 5 years, he has the most interceptions for any player not named Sean Lee.
I mean, Carson Wentz went big, and it just dialed up, and they may be getting into the end
shovel
zone
pass.
here.
Oh, did they stop him?
The hot boys are on fire right now.
That's a lot of really big dudes hitting you really hard.
The hot
And-
boys.
That was Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch there.
And Aguilar is not very big.
And Aguilar is not a big dude.
Come on, Jay Jesus, give us some clapping.
He's not clapping tonight.
We need some clapping from Jay Jesus to get us going.
Just
you heard
look at the way that Leighton Vander Esch works his way down the line of scrimmage there.
He takes on.
Tank slowed him up.
And
He
then
takes on the
third down
block.
right
He
here.
loses a little bit of ground, but he's so athletic that he is able to cover all that ground
Come on, hot
and
boys.
still meet him at the line of
Right,
scrimmage.
they have
Come on,
they have
hot boys.
two really athletic linebackers who can get sideline to sideline.
Oh, damn.
There is Cheeto getting beat for the touchdown, it looked like. Was that Cheeto?
I don't know.
I think they had Cheeto. Yep, they had Cheeto on Zach Ertz there.
I'm not going to buy no damn Cheetos now.
Yes.
Hey, that's a flag.
No, it ain't.
Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott are going at it tonight, guys.
Remember that funny time where we said that they were going to be the 2 quarterbacks for the next 10 years? You guys remember those? Good times.
That was fun.
Good times.
Why is that funny?
5-5 so far. Philly wins on 6 of 6. Okay.
So it's let's see.
Gambling man over there, huh?
Hey, 5 of 6 is still pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
We got 7 of 7.
If the Cowboys,
Big John, I hate to break it to you tonight. Cowboys getting a dub.
so if the Cowboys score a touchdown to make 27, that'll be their season high, right? No, they scored 40. They scored 40. That's right. I forget about that Jacksonville game because it was
So weird, right?
Yeah, everything just fell perfectly. It would be their second highest though.
Yes, it would be their second highest. And I'll tell you, the offenses look good so far.
Go on Facebook, Dalton Miller and Patrick Conn on Facebook.
Yeah, that's right.
Go follow Patrick Conn. Go friend him. Go friend Dalton and go friend Walt Chism on Facebook.
Yeah, you send me a friend request, I will
I'm going to
accept
put that out here.
And follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm more active on Twitter about football.
Yes, I am way more active on Twitter. You can follow Patrick at Draft Cowboys. You can follow me at Cowboys_DBM. And you can follow Walt Chism at the voice of DFW. He is no longer the face of DFW.
No, the voice.
He's getting a little bit older. He had to change his name to the voice.
We needed something else to run with.
Yeah, well,
Start to crack.
I definitely spend more time on Twitter. And I really wanted to get into the draft, but if the Cowboys win, I got to postpone that another week. But it's just like I
Just
can't really
keep
focus
pushing
on
it
that.
off.
I can't focus on that right now because the Cowboys are out here getting dubs.
What it at Cowboys
_.
Here's my issue is Cowboys.
Cowboys
Eagles.
DBM.
DBM.
Yes. Cowboys, Eagles. I can't have overtime.
Oh,
Okay.
you remember last time I predicted that? What was that, the Houston game?
Yes.
Why can't you have overtime?
I can't have overtime, ladies and gentlemen, because I have shit to do today.
What do you have? You got to go write those codes.
I have 1,000
Okay.
more words that I have to
On
write.
that code.
While they're doing a commercial here, I sent on my Twitter account today. I put out a poll. Who do you want as the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys for next year?
I think I said Jack Del Rio.
I think I said Jason Garrett.
Well, okay, so the choices were Jason Garrett, Riley, DeFilippo,
Oh, no, I said
or
Flip.
other,
I
and
said
you
Flip.
reply. And right now, 4% of Cowboy fans, and this is 1,100 votes, are saying Jason Garrett.
4%. That's not great, Bob.
60% Riley, 17 Flip, and then 19% other, and in the others, they're all over the place. The name I hear most often is Chris Richard.
It's just at Draft Cowboys on Twitter. Right?
Absolutely, at Draft Cowboys.
How is that? Oh, did he? Oh, no. It never touched the ground, right? Yeah, I didn't think it did.
Yeah, I mean, it came loose, but
Yeah, that never touches the ground.
yeah,
That
he
was a catch.
maintains.
Yeah, that was a catch.
He maintained possession. So, didn't they run a play though? No, never mind. That was the previous. See, I'm so lost. What's going on right now?
What do I say there? Do I say running backs don't matter?
Yes.
I feel like I need to
Do
say
it.
running backs don't
Do
matter.
it. Do it.
Oh!
Oh, there's
Dalton Schultz
Your
with
guy
the
who you hate?
spin move.
I think you just
Hey,
hate him
don't-
because his name's Dalton.
hey.
You
I
want
don't
to be
hate
person-
him whatsoever.
Don't do it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
You want to be only Dalton here in Dallas. That's what it is. I realized. That's why you hate Dalton Schultz.
This town is big enough for the two of us.
That's what it is. Oh no, he hates Dalton Schultz. He's like, why is he on the field? He shouldn't be in the game.
Listen, this town's only big enough for one good-looking Dalton.
Yeah, there's only one Dalton who can wave his fingers through there. Oh, there it is, ladies.
Yeah, we can't have two of
Look
them.
out.
Can't have two of them.
Get back.
Look at Zeke blocking 2 people.
Oh!
Oh, there's Cooper.
Yeah.
Zeke can do that when he stays in the pass block.
Yeah, he's done that a few times actually. Zeke will take on TV. Yes, I did do it. I said it. So if you follow Marcus Mosher on Twitter, he has this thing about running backs don't matter. Up. Did he respond? Did he respond? Up. Yeah. Here's the thing about that. Ezekiel Elliott is so much different than any other running back in the league. Why? Because he's good in all three phases. To steal a quote from Jason Garrett. He can block, he can catch, and he definitely can run.
Yeah.
I don't know of any. Well, I'm not going to say any because Todd Gurley does that really well as well. But those two guys are the tops as far as NFL running backs. But 10.1, is that good per carry?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
But any running back could have done that tonight.
Yeah, running backs.
Any, because running backs don't matter.
Oh,
Dak Prescott taking a shot downfield, and he overthrows it to Amari Cooper.
Again.
Actually,
Garrett,
pan to Garrett. Pan to Garrett. Come on.
Come on, show me some Coach Garrett action. Get him fired up.
I got the game plan right here.
Yep.
Nobody saying anything. There was only one response, but it wasn't who I thought was going to say something.
Maherovich is getting ready to kick another field goal here.
Oh, God, not that guy again. Please, Dak, get the first down.
They really need to get a first down here because they need
3rd and 8.
They need a touchdown because there's 5.5 minutes left in this game.
There it is.
Who's that, Hurns?
What are you doing?
That's Allen Hurns.
Allen Hurns?
Guys, Allen Hurns just got open.
I got news for you.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
I got news for you, dog. Allen Hurns is always open. Ask him.
Garrett was smiling. And he was not clapping.
Garrett was smiling but not clapping?
That's huge.
Huge.
Allen Hurns is always open, Dalton. What are you talking about? It's no secret.
I'm assuming you've talked to his mama lately.
I've listened to Allen Hurns.
Does his mom get on people?
Yeah.
She got on Nate Newton, I believe.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Shows, yeah.
Yes. And
Go!
Oh,
He's
yeah.
going!
Dak Prescott in the red zone again, guys.
As you
Give
can
me
see,
another Zeke Tutty.
as you can see, Dalton is getting really excited.
Dalton only cares about his fantasy football points, guys. He doesn't care about the
Listen,
team.
the Dallas Cowboys are not winning the Super Bowl, but I could win $600, okay? What's more important here? A playoff berth and then a loss in the first round? No, my $600 is more important than that. I love you, Cowboys. But give the ball to Zeke here.
Quick
really.
save. Dak Prescott should not be throwing the football.
And they're handing off to Zeke.
No, Dak, that's not
Hey.
touchdown, Dak. He's not even nowhere near the.
So we just had the bar turn around and look at us. He definitely tried to pull that ball, and Ezekiel Elliott curled right
Got us
over
up
it.
again.
Oh, come on.
Zeke said, nope, give me the ball. He was not giving that.
Did he get that?
Dak Prescott said he got it.
Did he reach that over? Oh, no, he
his
was
knee.
down. Okay.
Knee down. Yeah, it looked like he broke the front of the plane, which is all you have to break.
Dak Prescott getting his touchdown, baby.
No.
They're giving it to Zeke.
Yeah!
Zeke.
Woo!
There we go.
Touchdown, Ezekiel!
The bell is ringing. And here
And
at the
more
Tailgate Tavern.
importantly, touchdown, Cowboys!
Look at Eagle fans. Look at Eagle fans. They're upset.
Oh, you know they're upset.
Wendy is excited, guys.
I bet. Yep.
There you go. There, we got a hater in the house, guys. Don't listen to that. Easy. This isn't.
Hey. There's no need for that.
We got a hater in the house, guys.
All right.
Hey, that's a Cowboys touchdown. You know what that means. Shots!
Yeah.
All right. So now 27.
we are lit and turned up and all things right here at
So that's the
Tailgate
second
Tavern.
highest offensive output
Yes.
of the season. So basically, all they need is what? For them to call out Linehan every week.
Call Linehan out every week. Exactly.
Boy, I tell you, that Jason Garrett boy, he's
But
been
we
on the show
should-
tonight.
but-
Jason Garrett's been on the show.
But we do need to talk about this. The Dallas Cowboys have 416 yards of total offense. They have 243 yards passing.
We got a chant going on here. What was that chant?
And
guys?
173 yards rushing.
That's called a balanced offense,
That is a balanced offense.
which is how this team is built to win.
Ezekiel Elliott has 18 carries for 152 yards.
I told you that's success for a win.
Yeah, it's it's when the
Guys, when did Jeff Heath get a carry?
Jeff Heath got a carry. I must have missed that.
Who can tell us when Jeff Heath got a carry?
I didn't see that.
Jeff Heath was on offense? When did I missed this?
I know.
No, remember when he did the what's the name? The fake punt.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay, yes.
Fake
thank
punt.
you.
That's right.
I was forgetting
I was
about
trying to
fake
think.
punt.
I was like, I thought they used 27 Lewis on those jet
Lewis had the
sweeps.
jet sweep, but
Yeah, that's why I was like, did they change that to?
Yeah, no.
I mean, hey, I'll take it, but right. So, and Amari Cooper's got 6 for 75.
And that 3 of those catches were on that last drive.
Yeah, because going into that drive, Beasley was your leader at 3 for 41.
Yep.
So that was a big Amari Cooper and Zeke Elliott.
Amari
drive.
Cooper has 10 targets. Ezekiel Elliott has 7.
Yeah, but you
And then
notice.
Cole Beasley has 4.
But you notice and I can think of 3 off the top of my head where they threw at Cooper and it was overthrown.
yeah.
So I know.
So they're not really targets.
I mean, yeah, they are, but they're too far.
He did say it was a must-win game. So for him to have this kind of game he's having right now, basically just showed.
He
And
put it
this
on
doesn't-
him.
And this isn't even just the offensive line. I mean, he's running through arm tackles left and right.
Just made that play on his own.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there was a play where he broke through and he muscled out Haloti Nada, which is a big man to muscle out. So yeah, he's definitely put it on him. He's he said it. Oh yeah, I'm sure, absolutely. And so we got 3 minutes. Oh. There goes Lance Lenore making plays on special teams. Who just got the call up.
That's what I like to see from Lance Lenore, though.
Yeah.
Make the plays on special teams that you need to make.
Guys, I didn't
Lift your
realize
mic
the
up.
Cowboys play at 12 o'clock next week
Yeah.
against Atlanta. It's an early game for us.
Yep.
It is
we'll, be
early
eating,
game.
will we be eating breakfast here at Tailgate Tavern?
Might be.
Y'all might be, yes, for sure. All right, so they got 3 minutes to go. We got a 7-point lead.
27-20 Cowboys, 3:14 to go. The pass is complete on the back shoulder fade to Alshon Jeffrey against Byron Jones.
That was the only way that he was going to complete that pass
Yeah,
against
absolutely.
Byron. That's one of those low percentage or low risk percentage throws because if your guy doesn't catch it, with good ball placement, I should say. If you have good ball placement on that, if your guy doesn't catch it, the only other place it's going is out of bounds.
Yep.
So I mean, that's a smart play there, especially with a guy who's playing with inside leverage like Byron is.
They're just consistently giving him too much time to throw the football.
Well, we know prior to Chris Richard coming here, Rod Marinelli doesn't like to blitz very much. He's consistently wanting them to
Be able to create pressure.
with 4. Yeah, 4 and 5. I mean, they really don't like to bring more than that. So that's really not surprising to me at all that they're not really getting as much pressure there, and they're just relying on their guys to make plays. And like right there, you had Anthony Brown who missed the tackle, allowed the play to continue to Golden Tate. Tate. It's like we were saying earlier. He's not having the game that we thought he would.
No.
And I credit to this team. I mean, early on, they were really doing well with keeping the Cowboys in check. And vice versa, Cowboys were able to keep
Didn't
them.
he look worried there?
There's Leighton Vander Esch
Yeah,
with
you're
a
getting
good
by
play. He's kind of one of those guys I would call vice grips because it seems like when Vander Esch gets his hands on you, that's kind of it.
Yeah, it's I actually believe that I coined that phrase in week 2, week 3 when I first started this. I called him Leighton Vice Grips Vander Esch.
Okay.
It's on Twitter somewhere because he didn't miss a tackle, I don't believe, until about week 6.
It's amazing for
What's up?
Get it!
Oh.
We're not going to call that.
Oh! Oh, I thought he fumbled.
That's not a.
It kind of looked like
Now,
That's
I
what play got him injured last year.
I could be wrong, but did he not get held around the arc
Why are
there?
you bringing that up?
Did DeMarcus Lawrence not get held there?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
let me.
thing.
I don't.
please see a
I don't
replay?
have the stat. Well, actually, I'm gonna look up the stat before I say something that sound dumb.
Oh, Dalton, you got to change the score.
Yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, you're right. I got real excited about the.
We all got excited.
If you're still with us here, it's 27-20 Cowboys. I am surprised that neither my mother or my father texted me.
I will
to
tell you
update
this,
the score.
and I had to look it up to make sure, and it's still accurate. They have not called a single penalty on Philadelphia all game long, and they've held multiple times that we've seen.
Yeah,
And so at this point, they're not going to call it.
that's home cooking right there.
That is home cooking. And it's blatant stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like to be a guy that complains about referees and say, "Oh, that's the reason they lost." No, but you're seeing it.
Yeah.
And Dallas has 5 calls against them for 37 yards, and none for the Eagles. So 2 minutes to go.
You think they're going to stop here? Is it me, or does this defense, more than others, get really tired in the second half?
Well, in weeks past, that was a byproduct of the offense not being able to sustain any drives, not giving them any consistency at all. This week, that's just more of they don't have the bodies to rotate up front.
That is true. They are.
David Irving, Taco.
But in the secondary, you could still swap guys out. Chris Richard.
Well, you must be referring to one Jordan Lewis. Yeah.
That would be who I'm speaking of, yes.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I agree there.
Big fan of his. Big fan.
But, as we know, Chris Richard has a preference, and he doesn't fit that preference.
In the world's biggest mystery, people
Joe wants to make it known it's going on 5:30 in the morning. They better not mess this up. Joe has stayed up till 5:30.
Joe, do you have to work tomorrow? Joe, do you sleep until 2 o'clock when the game starts? Let us know. I'm interested in seeing this.
Well, it says here the Cowboys are the 15th toughest remaining schedule.
And the Philadelphia Eagles have the second most difficult, and the
Washington.
Redskins have the second easiest.
Go figure.
So not great.
What a play.
And that is Leighton Vice Grips Vander Esch on the tackle.
What you like
along
about
the sideline?
But what you liked about that play is he was able to shed his guy.
What's that score? What's that score?
It's 27.
No. We don't want the.
No, kick the field goal.
Yeah, you see, he sheds his guy who's much.
He does a great job there trying to force Smallwood or 30.
Why are they showing him on the screen? He doesn't matter.
He told him to do that.
No, why are they showing Sean Lee?
Because he's coaching.
Oh,
4th and 7 from the 35-yard line.
Here comes.
Can they get a stop?
Looks like they brought some pressure on the line.
And he will be stopped short of the first down marker.
I told y'all the Cowboys were getting that dub tonight.
It's not done yet.
There's a minute. And
There's a minute and 9 seconds left, and the Philadelphia Eagles have all 3 timeouts.
Yes, they do.
All we're going to do is milk the clock.
A first down will win it.
My question is, why do you run a route short of the
He
sticks?
can get there. He can get there.
Why do you run a route short of the sticks on 4th and 7? Oh, I don't know.
He got that.
I don't know.
I think he might have gotten that.
Oh man,
Oh.
that look there makes it look like.
But
he doesn't. He doesn't have possession.
Here's my thing. Why is Zach Ertz running around like you said
Short
in
of the
front of the sticks there?
Yeah, that's it. Doesn't make it.
If that is catch.
I can
Dez
understand
Bryant
on
was a catch,
second
damn it.
down.
We already know Dez was a catch.
No, we know after the fact.
We know Dez. No, we knew at the time Dez caught it.
Okay.
We knew that, but they didn't know.
Dean Blandino didn't know it.
I mean, that was a great job there by Jeff Heath to take
I know
him down.
that's the issue.
Oh! Why are you firing shots?
Well, because it looked like he caught it at the sticks. But he didn't have possession, so we'll see.
The good thing about this is it gives our defense a rest.
It's a free timeout.
Is he getting his coaching paycheck? Is that why they're showing him on the screen? Is he getting his coaching paycheck? Okay. The ring? Oh.
All right. Let's see. Do you think they're going to give it to him? I don't think that they should there.
They're saying
Here we go,
that
here we
they
go.
should not.
Okay. Yeah, and I
Do you
think
see that shit-eating grin he had?
Yeah!
The shit-eating grin there. Yeah, we did it.
We getting this
I knew we had it.
and I think the reason why they didn't give him is because of that
That little bobble.
It was bobbling a little bit, so they couldn't give him at where the ball was caught. Because if you go, or at where it was initially touched, I should say, because if you look at that, that looked like it was right there on the line. And now Ezekiel Elliott will try to ice this game for the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, Zeke, if you want to break a big one, why are we...
Killing time.
Milk it.
That does kill time.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, wait, Philly had... Hey, use one of them timeout, Philly.
I told you Philly's got 3 timeouts.
It's all right.
So it's possible that Philly could get the ball back with 30 seconds. Maybe less than
they
that.
Can get the ball
Oh, if they
back
run
with
it
50
3 times and get,
They can get the ball back with about 50 seconds left after these 2 plays. In the
I would think it's probably closer to. Well, you're right. You're right about that because there's no way even on 3rd down to run any of that clock. And they don't want a chance throwing it because an incompletion gets them to save a timeout. It gives them the opportunity.
Let's go, Cowboys.
Such a sick tackle.
Give ball to Zeke and end this game. Wendy, change up downs, Wendy. Oh, to answer your question, Joe says, no, I don't sleep, but yes, I'm going to work at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's dedication, man.
Excuse me, did they just throw a pass?
Yeah, to your guy, Cole Beasley.
Did they just throw a pass?
Yeah,
And-
your
and
guy, Cole
A
Beasley.
screen.
And that's what I just said that they shouldn't do.
That was your guy who called that play.
I love the fact that it was Cole Beasley.
No,
but,
I'm talking about Scott Linehan called that play. Jay
JG.
Jeezy would never call something
Never.
like that.
No, he would never be that aggressive.
No,
Are you
he
kidding
would
me?
never do that. That
All
just
right,
doesn't
so-
make any sense.
All right. The defense getting ready to go back out on the field.
Defense is ready to go. Damian Wilson doesn't look ready to go back out on the field.
I don't think he wants to be back out there. Jalen don't care. He's like, I'll get out there.
Whatever. I'm just glad I'm here.
I'm just glad I can play football. All
Yeah.
right, so they're going to run it here. They're going to run a screen. Oh, they're throwing it. Oh, the quarterback draw. And it went absolutely nowhere. And so now they will get the ball back with 53 seconds left. So 53 seconds.
This is going to be the longest 53 seconds, but they don't have any timeouts.
None. They have none.
Donate to the American Red Cross, people.
Absolutely. That's
People in California could use our help right now. I got a
Why is your voice so...
I got a buddy that I served with out there that lost his house in the fires.
Oh, man. Man, it is coming
so
down outside right now.
Do what you
too.
can to help. It is pouring out here. There are no fires here.
What do you got?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I saw that earlier. They let him go. They cut him already. Yeah, they cut him.
Who's that?
Carmelo Anthony's
Melo is gone.
Getting cut by the Rockets.
It's buyout season.
Where he gonna go?
Yeah, but it was already decided earlier that they were cutting him.
Is that Tate?
Get down, fool.
That is Tate. And they ain't having none of it.
Wally's like, no. All right, so
I was at the Mavericks
40
game.
seconds. So like I said, they would get the ball with about 40 seconds.
It's funny.
Good call, Pat.
All right, so 40 seconds, and they have to go the length of the field. Roughly 65 yards. I'm not sure where they get the ball at.
Play a lot of cover 3 and a lot of cover 4 here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's so all right. So we got here we're going into the prevent defense. They got
As long as the prevent defense prevents a touchdown.
that's all that you're asking for. Okay, so they got 27 seconds. They're at the 40.
Nelson Aguilar was still moving there. I would just like to say that should be a 10-second runoff and a false start.
But you know, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
It happens a lot, and
It
that's
does.
something that they let go a little bit. So next, let's see, 40. I think they're at the 45, roughly, 44, 45. They really need to focus on taking some passing to the numbers if they can.
Why are you putting that sweatshirt on taking a picture?
outside.
Yeah, they really do, but
okay.
looks like Dallas' defensive players are playing with outside leverage. They're
Get Carson
preventing
Wentz.
it.
Get him! Get him!
And Tank
Get
is
him!
just
Take it!
Tank just destroyed Carson
he
Wentz
did.
on that. You can tell Wentz is hurting after that one.
Come on. I want this dub.
If I didn't know that Tank had a torn labrum, I would have never guessed by the way that he plays football.
Yeah.
I mean, he's all out all the time. Oh, yeah. They got he hit the throwing arm to make sure that ball didn't go anywhere.
And that's the way that you play that.
Yeah, you hope that the ball, maybe he's late coming out with the ball.
3rd and 10, ball at the 45-yard line of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They got 20 seconds left in the game.
Getting a quick pass and getting into the outside. I assume now they will take a couple shots right at the end zone.
Probably because they're looking on the plus side of the field. So you're looking roughly, 40 yards?
Yeah, and any completion that you get here, you're going to have a hell of a time in 15 seconds getting a completion with a running clock and getting it clocked.
So basically, you want to avoid any throws over the middle of the field.
You need to be going at the outside of the field or at the end zone.
Yeah, so they're about the 40-yard line, just the 41 it looks like. They still need a couple, get some more yards. There we go, Ertz. Looked like he's close to a first down there.
Trying to get so they can throw a flatter pass into the end zone.
Yeah, that's gonna be their deal here. They got 11 seconds, so they have to be really careful with on this one.
I gotta stand up.
Because that's usually going to be about 2 shots. Just the reason why they have to get closer before they do these is because of how long it takes for these plays to develop.
I gotta stand up right now.
And so here we go here. They're at the.
You gotta get the beer out of the way, though.
33.
Because it's Bud Light. We can't have Bud Light in here.
Get him! Get him!
This is a Miller Lite.
Oh my God!
Game over.
No! What the hell?
Game over.
That's it. They tried to lateral and it didn't work. They kept Tate from scoring.
The
Cowboys
We got the
win.
dub. Got the dub.
Thank you, sir.
Very happy,
Well,
Jason
you
Garrett.
said they would get the dub. They did.
Mike, look at my guy, Coach Jeezy.
Yep, there he goes.
Jay Jeezy coasting to a victory tonight. Oh,
All right,
WB.
well, that's going to do it for me. I got a long drive home.
What's that?
Hey, Patrick, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's been a blast.
It has been.
Be careful out there, man. It's
I
late.
will. All right, now we'll catch you guys on Phantom tomorrow.
Here, I'm going to take that one as we have Miss Petty over here. That's right, guys. I called it Dub City, whatever you want to call it. Dub, we got it tonight. We broke the on the road streak.
The only thing we didn't do is we didn't eat the dub.
No, we don't do that James Winston
Exactly.
stuff. We don't do that James Winston.
Because we didn't attempt to eat the dub.
What is that? Is that something new?
James Winston, where he's like, you got who want to eat a W?
We're gonna eat a W.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't.
Yeah.
It was a pregame speech. It was awful.
I'm not down with that.
He hasn't been good since, to be honest.
So Julie, chat me up here. How you feeling after a win by your goddamn
Cowboys winning the division now.
I'm gonna sleep well tonight, but the Cowboys are not gonna win the division.
All right.
I'm a realist.
I am too. I'm glad you
I'm
are.
a realist.
Yes.
Like, I'm not one of those people that are calling.
Oh, we got the chant going.
Oh shit.
The Dallas Cowboys chant is broken out here at the Tailgate Tavern.
We got chants going on
The
over here.
situation-
They are celebrating like no other.
They are happy, happy, happy.
No, I'm not one of those Cowboy fans that are calling for the Super Bowl win right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna be happy if we just make it past 500 for the season.
Yeah.
I don't see us winning the division. I'm shocked by the Redskins.
Yeah, me too.
I assumed that the Eagles were going to take the division again this season because of where they were last year. So I'm wondering where are the Eagles this year? Like, where are the They won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
I think
won
it's
the Super Bowl,
partially.
right?
I think it's partially part of the Super Bowl hangover, but I can't envision this Redskins team winning this division. Now, the only thing that they really do have going from, because they've lost half of their offensive line already.
yeah.
Their running back is 70 years old. Their quarterback doesn't throw the ball further than 10 yards downfield. Literally, all they have is a defense, and more specifically, a defensive
I want to know why
line.
you got to hate on senior citizens.
Listen, I love Adrian Peterson, but he is a senior citizen in
That
the
is
NFL.
my boy. Like, that's
I
my
love
boy.
it.
Like, we're
He's-
friends. Like, I don't understand.
Jason, I'm sorry, not Jason. Robert says we still have 2 games back
We are.
and still
You know
sitting
what?
at 500.
And we're going to stay 2 games back.
Yeah.
We're going to stay 2 games. I mean, let's be real.
So
Like,
do you think that the Redskins are going to win the division now?
Oh, they're going to win the division? Do I see them going further in the playoffs than anybody else? No. Like, they're not a Super Bowl contender.
No, the
right now.
Redskins. The Redskins are going to win the
Redskins.
division.
I like to say Washington.
No. I mean, they're going to win the division. Look at our division.
Yeah, she
Look
said
at our
that
division.
Washington was going to win the division.
Look at our division, though.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Why are you arguing? He does this on our show. Like, I say something, and he argues the same point. Just
All I know is we got a hot dub tonight.
That's not why he does it. He does it because he's a man and he wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
Right? But I'm saying what
My wife will tell you I do that all the time.
I'm like. Did I?
I
not
try to
say
listen.
They're gonna win
Something
the
that
division,
happens.
but they're not gonna get any further than that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
They're
So,
not a Super Bowl
so,
contender.
so we gonna beat Atlanta next week. Who's at Atlanta? We're gonna take an L in We're gonna take an L with New Orleans. You know what? No, we gonna win. We gonna get New Orleans
no.
too.
Drew Brees is gonna.
No, see, that's a game we're supposed to lose.
That's a game we are supposed
That's
to
the game we're
lose.
supposed to lose. All the games we're supposed to lose this year, we done came up with dubs. Jacksonville, we went ahead and
We
whipped
did
them.
the unexpected.
We whipped them up
We
real
did the
good.
Unexpected. Okay. I can. Get
We
on
already
board
lost
with
to
that.
Washington. We might get a dub on that one. You know what? We might get dubs back to back. We might get
No.
three-game winning
Well,
streak.
I don't know what kind of Fruit Loops you eat, but we eat the cheap.
Julie, I'm just watching. I'm watching the Cowboys hit the
We eat the
progression
real shit.
with Amari Cooper coming. The way they moving the ball downfield, I see promise now.
I don't see Dak doing what he needs to do.
I mean, you heard Zeke said it was a must-win. This was a must-win game.
Okay, so I give the game ball to Zeke tonight.
He should. You gotta feed Zeke.
Okay, but here's my problem with Zeke.
What's that?
He said this is a must-win game, and he played like this was a must-win game.
Yeah.
Right? So why doesn't he play this way every week?
Well, he's gonna continue to play that way now.
But why isn't he playing every week like
Well,
this?
the thing is, Julie, is that when all the games they play in, they haven't gotten blown out.
I will say there were a lot of runs today where he did have lanes, and he was going up against smaller defenders who earlier in the season were tackling him. He was not breaking as many tackles as we
Do you know why Zeke
used
was
to.
able to run the ball good
But
tonight?
he was beat up after that Detroit game. He got beat up in that game.
Oh, yeah, he did.
You know why?
And I think that was part of the issue.
You know why he's running good now?
Why's that?
Because receivers are catching the football.
That helps, too.
That is why you are seeing Zeke being able to get that ball in those lanes over there. Because now you got Amari Cooper.
Did you guys know
my
Jack?
boy right now is on TV.
LVE? LVE.
I am so proud of this kid. I am so proud of this kid.
That's
he
a
has
Dalton guy, right?
I saw a picture of him the other day. He was with his girlfriend, and he was holding a puppy.
During the draft, when y'all picked him up, all of y'all were booing.
That's a good
Absolutely.
point. That is a real good point.
You were the first one.
No.
Absolutely. You may not have been.
Like, who did we just pick up?
I didn't. I'm not a Leighton Vander Esch guy.
The kid from Idaho that lives in the mountains.
My podcast co-host was not happy with that pick. I was apprehensive about it because I wanted offensive talent. I wanted Calvin Ridley. But I was happy because I knew Leighton Vander Esch had a ceiling that was sky high. I had no idea he would be playing this good this quickly.
I was not surprised because Jerry always picks defense first round.
I'm just not shocked.
Always.
I'm just not shocked.
I'm not shocked.
Recently, yeah.
I'm not shocked. And so I'm glad that he actually picked somebody that has proven his worth on the team.
Big John did bring up a good point. You, Cowboys Nation, were booing the Leighton Vander Esch pick.
Baby, we were there together, and was I booing? You cannot vouch that because I'll go back to tape. I'll go back to tape.
And everybody was like, "What the hell did we just?"
Yeah, no. We were on air at that time. We were doing the show, and we heard it in the background. Everybody was like, "Who is that?" Everybody wanted Calvin Ridley. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Everybody
That's what it
wanted
was.
Ridley.
It was people
But no,
wanting Calvin
it was
Ridley. But
literally a who was that because even Leighton
The thing
had
with
never
Leighton-
seen or been
Yeah.
to a pro game.
The thing with Leighton Vander Esch is at the time he had played 14 games of 11-on-11 football. 14 games he started.
What, 7-on-7?
He played 8-on-8. He played 8-on-8 in high school, and then he didn't play until his junior year. Or really, he didn't start until his junior year. He played special teams his redshirt freshman and sophomore year, but didn't start until almost the end of his redshirt sophomore year and then into his junior season. And that's why a lot of people thought that he had a high ceiling, that he was an ascending player. But he didn't take on blocks in college the way he's taking on blocks now. He didn't flow to the football. He didn't see the field as well as he does now. But I never saw this happening this quickly.
He's also had time.
He's had time, and he's got Sean Lee.
Even though he got hurt, but he has had time to adjust
Yes.
and acclimate to the game.
And he's had Sean Lee teaching him. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're about to head out anyway.
I know. I just wanted so people can hear you real quick. As you and Dalton go back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm just saying he's had time to adjust and he's had time to see the game and see how it's played.
Yeah.
You know, he's watched Sean Lee do his thing, and then when Sean got hurt, he got to step in and do what he does.
Yeah, and he's played extremely well. And like you said, I mean, it's kind of shocking for somebody who has played, less than 20 11-on-11 games in his career, being so young. And he's somebody who grew. He gained 50 pounds in college.
Right.
To bulk up and had neck issues. I mean, that's something that was brought up pre-draft. And to see him come out and play the way he's playing has been really fun to watch.
Well, and it's good to see that some of these guys do get that chance.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give some of these guys a chance. I mean, just like the Griffin brothers from Seattle. You got to give them a chance, see what they can do. I mean, they've done great this year.
Yeah.
Granted, they lost today, but they played a great team as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to give some of these underclassmen, so I say, a chance to prove themselves in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, real quick, I just wanted to let you know, this is the my co-host, BJ.
Co-founder.
Co-founder, co-host.
Of 12 Pack. So you can hear him all the time. Why is your thing backwards? Like,
he only needs to hear in one ear.
I don't need. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That's the way Walt handed it to me. That's the way I roll. Right, Walt?
That's how the pros do
I
it.
can't deal with him. He's got one headphone.
I think Walt.
You do that, so you do that. You flip that out so you can hear what's going on around you as well.
Exactly. And you know, I think
That's a pro
were
move.
you gonna have Walt come out
I wanted to involve Walt on
next
the
week?
show.
Next week.
Actually, this Sunday.
Oh wait,
this
this Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
You busy?
We're going to pick our dream team football team.
Nice.
So we've got 8 players, 7 players and a head coach that we're going to pick draft style, and it's any player currently in the NFL. And we want to pick like our.
We're gonna do
dream
quarterback,
team.
wide receiver, 2 quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers for the offensive
I don't
side.
know. What are you
Yep.
doing Wednesday?
And then on the defensive side, we're going to do cornerbacks, which is 2, safeties, which is 2, and your linebackers, which is 2. So if you want to come out Wednesday, meet us at the Dallas on Air, Wednesday night, 8:30. We're going to pick our dream team right now. I wanted to do past and present.
Yeah.
But she just wants to do present because
Yeah,
I had some shit for her on
Yeah.
past.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring up some Steve Atwater, some Mike Singletary, you know,
The old school stuff.
John Elway. You know, I was.
Different eras. You can't really.
Well, I know,
really
but
compare.
You literally have to do your homework on this.
but you Cowboy guys, you got your Roger Staubachs and your
But I wouldn't take Roger Staubach over
I wouldn't
Dak
either.
Prescott.
what?
No. It's a different era. They're different.
Over Dak
different
Prescott?
athletes. They're different athletes.
You know, there's so many quarterbacks I'd pick over Dak
Oh yeah, absolutely.
until he can learn how to throw a fade. I don't see it.
His issue is the ability to throw with anticipation and in such an anticipation heavy offense because they run so many schemes, route concepts that come back to the quarterback, and you need to be able to throw those before they're even in their breaks, and he can't do it. He needs to see it.
No,
and it
yeah,
just
he has to
doesn't
see
work.
it first. So I know I brought this up earlier, but offensive coordinator. Sorry.
I want DiFilippo.
DiFilippo?
I want DiFilippo from the Minnesota Vikings. I want somebody who has shown that they can take what they have for talent on the offensive side of the ball and use it to its full potential. Because I don't think that's happening here.
No, it's not. And I don't. So I guess my question to you was, where do you think Lincoln Riley ends up? Because you know what?
He'll stay in Oklahoma for now.
He'll
For
stay
one
in
more
Oklahoma.
year, and that's it.
He
So
needs
where does
to.
he end up next year?
In Oklahoma.
No, what next year? Yes, but the following year, where does he end up?
See, I don't know because I don't know what his goals are, but I think if there's two places I can see. One of them being Dallas, and the second being the New England Patriots. Because I don't know how long Bill is going to coach after Tom Brady retires. And Tom Brady's 41 years old. I don't know how much longer he's going to play.
Well, he says he's going to play till he's 45.
He says
but
that, and he probably could.
he could. He doesn't have the.
But he obviously just doesn't want to go home to his wife and kids.
Apparently.
Why wouldn't you want to go home to Giselle?
And she makes so much more money than he does anyways.
She does.
But he has so much more fun on the football
Away
field.
from the family.
On the football field.
Yeah.
I get that. But
I don't like Tom Brady. Personally, I don't like Tom Brady, so I could stand up here and talk shit on him all night.
But he is still probably the
fantastic.
best
Yeah.
quarterback the NFL's ever seen. But whether it be a system quarterback or not, he's still the best that's ever.
But everybody, this was WD-40. Check out the 12
I
pack.
don't know where the W went. The
Huh?
W just
The
left.
W's gone. It
The
doesn't matter
W
anyway.
just left. Like,
I have stuff I still have to write 1,000 more words for a paper that's due tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. But I'm glad that you guys were all with us. Please follow them. Where can they find you on Facebook, on Twitter, on all of that?
On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you can find us at 12-Pack Media. Again,
Okay.
that's at 12-Pack Media, 12-Pack Media. We are on DallasOnAir.com on Wednesday nights from 8:30 to 10:30. We talk all sports. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of sports fan you are.
Okay.
We cover it all.
So listen to them.
Yeah,
From UFC to MLB.
Nice.
everything.
Good
So,
stuff.
Yeah. But thank you for letting us crash your
Absolutely.
show.
No, it was fun.
So much fun.
I like being able to talk to different people because it can get boring just talking to Walt all night.
Always boring talking to Walt. I'm just. And we can talk shit about him. Because
Yeah, exactly. He's not even. He just turned around now.
He ain't even paying attention.
I love y'all. Have a good night.